Hello, everybody. Welcome to yet another Link to the Past restream here at twitch.tv/Daaanty. I'm Daaanty, and today we have Clearmouse. How you doing, Clearmouse?
Yo, Daaanty, doing spectacularly. I may or may not be getting a mid-game interview from Andy.
Oh no,
See?
we're not doing that. Let me tell you.
I think that'd be hilarious.
We talked about it. We're not doing it. I love that. Also, I've already botched getting the timer right, but we found Thieves Town here. It looks like pretty early.
Yeah, both people, both Andy and Jamo, although you wouldn't necessarily be able to tell if not for the different sprites, because both Andy and Jamo use Jamo as a file name. But yeah, both people started Sank, doing a quick map check that you know that Blind is, in fact, the boss of Thieves Town.
It is. It absolutely is.
Just in case for people who did not realize that it in fact is even a scripted fight. But yes, Andy was just confirming for us, just in case.
One day we'll know for sure.
Yeah, pretty nice start. Honestly, anytime where we can get somewhat of a closer proximity location to Kakariko, always pretty nice, just because Kakariko is one of those prime hub areas, just like maybe if you get an old man star kind of maybe next to the mountain or something, that just so many entrances to explore. You probably want to go back there eventually. Kakariko also has the advantage, of course, whenever you go back and find the flute, you just activate it, and then you're always kind of here. Jamo also getting pretty fortunate drop from one of the guards near the magic boundary. And wow, talking about some being a prime real estate location, we have Thieves Town and we have PT, all in one very close location.
And a whole lot of nothing here. There is going to be one pot here Andy can pick up. It is 4 bombs. I was about to say, is he literally going to leave that? That would be super beneficial to have. Like, brother, what are you doing?
Yeah, exactly. And plus, that 4 bomb, while it looks like a drop, that is actually what we consider to be farmable, as in if you die in this case and then you lift that thing up again, you will always get the 4 bombs there. So very convenient if you ever need some resources. I know that especially in CrossKeys entrance, resources can come at a premium at times. And while it's not maybe the cheapest thing to do, it is definitely something that is consistent. So if you ever need some bombs to be able to do that.
For sure. Because it's beneficial knowing where you can get massive quantities. But as you're going to see here, the tavern actually is shuffled in this mode as well. One of the little fun little quirks that we can add in now with these hot new and exciting, we'll say, branches.
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
Rando.
Yeah, we started out, speaking of more dungeons, we have Eastern.
Oh, blessed. Any Zelgas in chat?
Yeah, well.
Oh, on the left, we got a Zelga. We've got Zelga routing from Andy. No dipping. He's leaving.
Yeah.
What about Jam? Will Jamo find something? We're, 3 minutes in, Clearmouse, and I'm ready to... Oh,
yeah.
I say it's a pivotal moment.
Yeah. Jamo here, taking an early lead, finding the glove in Eastern Palace. Such value for this green dungeon. Now, my guess is that Andy, I guess I don't know if it's specific tendencies, but because it's so close, him avoiding Eastern Palace probably isn't going to be that much further off. And plus, if we can maybe find something extra like Eastern Palace big key, that could also be beneficial for Andy. The blue mail. Always something pretty nice to see as well. I don't know if Andy or Jamo is explicitly thrilled to see it so early without the mirror. However, though, that it's always going to be a very nice safety to have.
Absolutely.
Although I think Andy, for what it's worth, probably doesn't want the blue mail right now if he's going to try and death warp out of here.
Yeah, 2 items here, just going to be $320 for Andy. That's going to be nice if we get to the Zora area at some point. The glove being available is in logic. There's a Desert Small in the Eastern Compass chest for Jamo. There's more than the normal amount of those now with this mode, so don't panic. That's not the only one, but we may need, if something's on right side, we're going to need all 4
Yeah, that's right. With Keydrop, all of the pot keys, like the ones that you see, specifically like Desert Back, those were all shuffled into the pool. So all now, instead of only one wild Desert Palace monkey, there are 4 total, as you mentioned, Daaanty. If we need something on the right side, we are going, and presuming Desert is going to be a crystal, which may or may not happen. We are going to need all 4 potentially of those keys, though.
Oh my God, Jamo just got the mitts.
Oh,
both gloves are in Eastern Palace.
Well then, suddenly we're a lot closer.
Incredible.
I think that that is amazing.
All right, so Jamo looking good. We are 5 minutes in, and Jamo is jamming away at finding progression. Andy finding one of the Skullwoods entrances. So that is another nice little thing that can be shuffled around now. Thanks to Zelga Woods. We talked about Zelga for 5 seconds when somebody named Andy walked right out of Eastern. And there's a crystal there on the Bottle Merchant. So we need 4 of those for the GT entrance to open. If it is one of the red crystals, you will see it be red, but those are now in the item pool as well as the pendants.
Yeah, that's right. We saw Andy and Jamo pick up the blue pendant in Thieves Town Bicky Chest. So, pedestal for those fans out there may be closer than you might imagine. Now, of course, that being, as you said, being in the pool being shuffled it's just a little bit less predictable, because at least when the prizes were on the bosses, you can at least target the pendant dungeons or something and go pull ped. But I think Andy actually had a seat earlier in one of the earlier rounds where both of them picked up mitts on ped at like the 14-minute mark or something like that. It was pretty early.
Andy finding Arrow game over in the right snitch house. So a place to make some money should we need it. Looks like Ganon, probably saw that on Andy's side and I missed it, but Ganon and the Cackwell, no shenanigans today.
That's right. That's
having
right.
to find, hopefully not, of like finding 18,000 Castle Tower keys. And by that, I mean 4 of them.
Well, I mean, they're pretty much the same number anyway. That's what at least it feels like. And we really just go by feelings and instincts on this channel in this game. Yeah, when you find Ganon at Lumberjack, it could be a potentially a more arduous task in order to go beat Ganon at the very end. As you mentioned before, not only we find those Castle Tower keys, but also you might notice that from Andy and Jamo's tracker that the shoes they're wearing are both blue colored and not red colored, and there have been at least one seed where I believe Humbug sitting in the winners finals and waiting for potentially his last opponent.
I think he's sitting in grand finals.
Oh, grand finals. You're right. There's only, that's right. He is sitting on the grand finals waiting. I believe that he did have a seed where it was actual Boots Go mode. They had all the Castle Tower keys, but could not open Lumberjack. So.
Incredible. Humbug in chat saying hush. Hush, I say. He doesn't want to be reminded of this. I think there's some other runners that don't want to be reminded.
That is also very true as well.
Potential other types of awful go modes that can be a thing.
That's right. Yeah, but so far though, with the early dip that we've seen, kind of in Jamo, other than that, no real points of divergence. But yeah, Jamo went into Eastern Palace, got the first glove, which is definitely logic because it was Cannonball Chest. However, does not have he also got the second glove, which is the mitts, but that's in Darkscore Potkey, which we do need a lamp for. That one's not quite in logic. But who cares about logic right now, though? Jamo also, just like Andy, going to be very shortly finding a very valuable Dark World connector.
Yeah, you always want to know when you're, tracking connectors, where am I going to pop out on the top of Bumper Cave? Because not only is that an item, but if you have a mirror, or rather when you do, there is an entrance behind it as well that you want to be able to, take account of. Jamo going to be heading to what looks to be the castle here. Going to have one drop down and one entrance to check. This could be the well. Has bombs now, so this is a little, better to go to after having some resources, such as the way Jamo's handling it.
Yeah, and of course he's using his knowledge from earlier that the guards win the bomb prize pack. So bushes, of course, this is also very common to see just in regular CrossKeys in general, especially early game. Try to kill a bunch of things, see what the drops are, the tree pulls in order to get any type of extra resources.
And the guards are dropping the bomb pack today, so that's huge, so to speak.
Yeah, but we actually do see finally some real kind of divergence. At least Andy gonna continue on to Bunny Walk, Skull Woods. This is something, of course, not in logic. We are kind of looking for that pretty elusive probe. If we do see a lamp, of course, we're going to see, in this case, of course, the myths are going to be now put in logic, or at least for Jamo. And, of course, we'll have to wait to see when Andy actually will go get them. But yeah, finding these kind of Skull Woods here is pretty convenient, even though, we are sequence breaking in. There are 3 items we can get, including 1 Hyrule Castle small key, the compass chest, pinball room. These are pretty valuable things to do. And then this is also a very convenient way to kind of end this route here, just because we can just save and quit out.
Yeah, being soft lock in here isn't really the end of the world, because you don't want to do too much bunny walking too early in the race. But get a piece of heart. Hyrule Castle key, kind of nice to have. You want to take inventory of those because 4, I believe, or is it 5?
Should be 4.
4 total. Okay.
Yeah. But you can technically still be right. There are 5 Hyrule Castle keys, one of them being the big key. So we can all be correct here. And, but it's also a good thing to point out. In order to go get Zelda Cell, at least in logic, we need all 4 small Hyrule Castle keys and the big key as well. So
yeah, there's quite a bit more to Hyrule Castle than in standard CrossKeys, we'll say. Andy found Ice Rod Cave. That's going to yield a big key. That's the Misery Mire. So, Fishbone Room, anybody?
I'm excited. I'm excited to go to Fishbone. That's also one of the nice things about being able to see more content in dungeons for Keydrop. Mire, as you mentioned before, for Desert, right? We suddenly got a lot more small keys out in the pool because there are 4 total keys. Mire, I think they're 6 or something, maybe 5. And usually, it's just a regular key sanity. One is kind of nice to have, right? Oh no, I think there are 3 keys out. But you don't really need that many extra to go kind of even beat the dungeon. But now you need 2 for right side. You need 1 for map chest or something like that. And in order to and you're going to see a lot more different rooms in Mire as well, like Fishbone, that you literally never go to unless you have to go over there for the pot.
Well, we're gonna check out the Lost Woods. Gonna be it's the real boots.
I'm excited.
All right.
We are actually gonna be able to bonk out real things. Speaking of, hello, Swamp Palace.
Welcome into the entirety of Swamp Palace. Thank you so much for the raid. I hope your stream was full of small keys and a hook shot.
Hookless Swamp, anyone? I could see that. Yeah, speaking of not Swamp Palace, though, Andy had found Hera, one of those dungeons where it would be kind of nice to have a more permanent weapon, whether that be, speaking of a hook shot, the boomerang could also count, hammer. Andy does have enough bombs to kind of get through, but we can also see that while it is possible to get through, it does kind of come as a time cost because, place the bomb, wait for it to explode, place the next bomb, wait for it to explode.
Yeah.
At least, it's a little bit tedious, but, he got at least what he could out of Hera, and then we're out of here.
All right, checking out what's behind. Oh, this is so glorious. This is what you'd love to see in this mode. The drop down that you can just walk through and grab both items.
Oh yeah.
A bottle being one of them. So good. So good. What's not good? The garbage Andy just got there. But we did get, Pyramid Fairy out of the way, so.
That's true. Yeah.
We'll take it.
Yeah. And speaking of the uncle drop down, we got a pod key, as you mentioned, and a bottle of blue potion. Not really sure what the affinity is. Okay, Jamo, what's gonna. Alright, okay. We have lipped. Yeah, I was gonna say, I don't know if Jamo has a particular affinity to Mimic Clip Pod if we ever find it. Now, however, though, that blue bottle, especially if we don't have a bow anywhere anytime soon, then it could be quite helpful to sequence break out the right side. Andy is very interested in this green rupee. Oh, he's probably want to check the final prize and ended up not getting
Yeah.
And the other thing for the bush crab.
All right, so Jamo going to be getting desert right. I think that was the bonk rocks, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, that's right. We actually could put our real boost.
Oh,
That
the
is
mirror.
the mirror. Huge find for Jamo. Now there are other Desert Palace connectors out there. There are 3 of them that we can actually go enter. So it is certainly possible to get that mirror at most 2 other ways. Now, however, though, that being said, you would much rather take this connector on the sooner side.
Okay, so I was wrong. Desert right up there.
Oh, but that's Mistlock though, which both gloves are sitting in Eastern for those. And by the way, we found
a lamp. Already. Look at this. Like, just go to the progression. It's not hard. Just check the entrances and get your items.
That's right. Andy is one of the bravest pugs I know. Ice Rock Cave area is already pretty dangerous as is. Now, Andy being a part of the pugs team, I believe has more of a history here with this particular screen.
We're gonna have a team meeting if he dies. Like, he's not allowed to check this check if he dies.
Okay.
Luckily, he did not.
We got a super one. That's right.
Mushroom in Meyer Shed. Hey, look at that game knowledge by oh yes, he freed the chicken. Let's go.
Right, that's right, Andy, the humanitarian.
I get my protein. Let me have that chicken.
Let me rephrase. Did I say humanitarian? I'm
not
use the right word. Oh, but this is a little bit unfortunate for Andy though, because we don't have the glove from Eastern quite yet, so we can't really check the 20 rupee cave, which is was glove blocked under that big rock over there. Oh, however, though, we did end up getting the other 2 entrances, so it should be fine.
Yo, look at Jamo going for the light world kern jump there. The one off that would have saved some time if he would have gotten it. But I respect that though. He just went for it. What a gamer.
Do you think that Andy thinks that he's playing Telethar?
Well, yeah.
Okay, all right, that's fair too. You know, sometimes it's hard to tell with these different link sprites.
He'll get the boots here.
Sadly, no, but it is a big key too.
Yeah.
Ice pick. Okay.
Yeah, we'll take the ice pick.
All right. Okay. I mean, that actually has some pretty decent value. Yeah. Jamo, do you know what's not having good value? Jamo is coming in with 10 bombs. I think he probably got bomb scooped or something.
I was about to say, you got a cape, brother. Like, and a blue mail. You're fine. I promise.
And a blue potion, for what it's worth. If he doesn't want to...
Look, no one wants to use a blue potion. Especially when you're on blue mail. Something about it. It's just a deterrent.
Yeah, that's actually a good point. That's a good point. I've also heard that you're supposed to take your potions to the Triforce room. And we're nowhere close to Ganon right now, so...
Yeah. Okay, all right, well, that spiral is a big bunch of garbo, but that's okay. We are going to go see Agita now that we've popped out. That is our blacksmith drop-off point. They have moved to a nice dry area, maybe better for their swords, tempering them.
Yeah, less humidity, right? I'm sure that's actually
no rust that way.
Exactly. Yeah, Andy looked like he did. Yeah, I was gonna say, Andy looked like he did a little double take on Zora Ledge because it was red and kind of like pointy, but it turns out it's just the rest of the ring. Yes, exactly.
We do find a piece of heart. What a nice, lovely piece of heart. We also found Fairy Ascension Cave, which we are not going through just yet. It was the long way on Jamo's side, near the M Rock or the Smokes Rock, depending on your Link to the Past lore.
Yeah, it looks like Jamo's kind of maybe follow a little bit of Andy's footsteps here, doing the rest of South Shore. Of course, the major difference, assuming Jamo survives, is that not only, of course, he has a mirror, which doesn't do much, but he does most importantly have that glove, so he's going to be able to check out the 20 rupee cave.
Well, there's the other end of Fairy Ascension. It's over south of Kakariko. So it's going to be one of our it's going to be pretty useless, honestly, unless maybe it's beneficial if you get the smith and want to go that way a little faster. No flute, maybe.
Yeah, exactly. Right. The flute, while it is very convenient to have. It does, give you a lot of mobility, of course, in the light world. And sometimes it doesn't have to show up, if at all. Kind of maybe depending on the connectors. If you maybe need a Meyer connector, you'll just have one, or you have another connector up to the mountain. So it's pretty important in order to be able to keep track of where you're able to go.
Keeping track of things is indeed important. And it's difficult too. But Andy gonna find out where Smith is now. Gonna notate it, save and quit. He's shaking his head. He's not happy.
No,
Jamo, if I'm Jamo though, I am like smiling. He looks like he's thinking very intently about his next play, but honestly, like, he's executing well and making the correct decisions.
Yeah, in terms of options that he has, in terms of more exposure, or more things that he can go do, where he has the mitts, probably more so he has the glove. That can afford him some more interests. He has the boots, which also affords him more interests. And right now, Andy is, while he is still doing a lot of good checks, unfortunately, found a sick kid without a bottle. But eventually he will have to go and probably get into Eastern Palace, go get himself a glove. Speaking of having real boots, that would have been also a good item to have when Andy found Hookshot Cave. Oh, but Andy, if he goes to this connector, we are gonna go and get our mirror.
Maybe. Oh, mini Moldorm Cave. So we got
mini Moldorm is good.
5 items coming up. But he doesn't have enough bombs.
You only have 3 bombs. I think you get maybe lucky. However,
you could do it.
That's it's kind of a tall order.
that is an ultimate gamer moment to do that, if I'm being honest. Those Moldorms are Olympians when they want to be.
Oh yeah, and Andy also just doing some tactical maneuvering here in order to be able to avoid literally everything, because he will just die if he gets touched by anything.
Yeah, he is on a bit of a struggle bus. There is a big key. If he bomb jumps across, that's to Hera. He is going to fall through, so we do know that this is going to pop him out of the Link's House Bonk Rocks. So he is not going to gain anything super nice out of this. I guess it's just one less entrance check to do later.
Yeah, you can kind of also see him kind of shaking his head a little bit at getting the Hera big key, because he literally was just at Hera.
True.
As Jamo was right now, but we don't really have a weapon to kill Moldorm, and now with the big key though, we can go upstairs, and you really don't want to go upstairs without some sort of permanent weapon.
Yeah, right? you want a hammer, you want a sword, maybe a bow. A bow wouldn't help with Moldorm, but you still want it.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, even a boomerang. Is Andy or Jamo regretting not getting the red boomerang on Zora Left? We couldn't really get it to begin with, understandable, but still, a boomerang would have been pretty helpful. Where did Jamo pick up the Hera Smokey, out of curiosity?
Good question.
Because we definitely have it, and the lamp that he got earlier.
Can we just say maybe it was in Eastern? Let's just say it was in Eastern. It probably wasn't, but we'll say it was. Andy has it too, so it wasn't in Eastern.
Okay.
But yeah, now Andy gonna be going through Spiral. So
seems to have a much smoother ride.
Desert.
That's right.
Ape really oh god. He is
Everything's fine. Yeah, but kind of an interesting, different, at least early game strategy. Jamo seems to have just gone into whatever he has stumbled upon. Eastern, Hera, desert, whatever. Andy's kind of looks like he's more surveying the field and seeing maybe what's considered to be, let's just go see what all my options are. It's kind of like going at a buffet table, right? You gotta walk through the entire line before maybe going back and getting something.
Absolutely.
Andy gonna buy
some bombs.
Yes, understandably so. We can actually have some weapons. Yeah, that's also maybe another thing for, at least for Hera. It can be a pretty high bomb sink. You can come up, with maybe going with 7 or 8, and you walk out with 3 or 4, and suddenly you're not as comfortable now, feeling with the number of ammunition you have. Okay,
Well,
it's gonna be
Andy is going to get his boots at this point in time. Jamo finally checking the entrances over here south of Kakariko. This is going to give him a little information. He's going to close off that connector that we saw as far as Fairy Ascension, so he won't have to spend any time traversing that. That's going to be good for him. He'll see the 300 on race game, say, I don't need it. I don't need it.
Yeah,
until I do need it.
So much Zora. This is going to be our second Hyrule Castle small key, I believe. The Jam had already picked this up earlier. So more and more, we're putting the rest of Hyrule Castle in logic. Ooh, speaking of though, we found the last connector to Spec Rock.
Oh, Jamo got a decent bit there. So I didn't know Jamo hovered. I'm glad he hovers. I've not gotten to watch a lot of races Jamo's in. I know he did really well in the SGL online spoiler tournament. So
got quite far for sure.
Yeah, like very good at the game.
Yeah, and here he is in losers bracket round 6. But I think we have something like 5 or 6 games total left in the whole tournament. So he's definitely made a very deep run in certainly this tournament as well. Potentially, but continue on to losers bracket round 7.
It's always fun when you go to a loser's bracket and then make a run because you're like, okay, my tournament life has been so much longer than whoever's sitting in grand finals. You know, they just got the short end of the stick getting there, and you know, who would do that?
I think it was in 80 KDV, the first tournament run by Jam and Telethar. Ari got knocked down to losers bracket in round 1, and then he made it to losers bracket round like 10 or something. He made it, I think all the way maybe final 4 or something like that. So yeah, he really worked at it in order to be able to make it really far.
All right, so layup now for Andy. This is going to be another one of those quote pivotal moments because we are going to lift the rock up over here on Jamo's side, and we'll be able to see the entrance that Andy has left behind.
Ooh. Oh, wait, I think we already found Maya.
No, we've seen Maya.
Yeah. Right.
But now Jamo could get in. Oh, this is the old man save and quit start. Okay. That's interesting information. Maya is like going to be super accessible.
Yeah. Now watch Maya, of course, be a pendant. That's just how the game works. When we find something extremely convenient for one place and then we find out we don't actually have to go there. But you do bring up an excellent point though. We have one Maya big key, we have one Maya small key, so you can certainly do a lot with that Maya small key and big key. We don't have Samaria quite yet, so can't really go beat the dungeon. Maybe we don't really want to beat the dungeon under these circumstances anyway. No sword, no bow, no real anything to really go beat the boss with.
Well, this is that moment of thinking on Jamo's side. Will I go mid or left? We're gonna go mid. Gonna get dueling pieces of heart here for both runners. Sick Kid coming up empty, but it is hookshot cave time for Jamo. Even with the boots, not gonna go in. Okay, he's got mitts. Never mind. He can get back here, no problem. Andy going in though. That's a sword in that first chest. Nice, and now the man is doing what he's been known for doing since 2018 or whenever. I don't know. Anyway, he's floating again. He gets a hammer.
Oh wow! All right, Jamo. Let's see these hovering skills, because that is an extremely valuable find. Ooh, and a smoky Eastern. This. Suddenly things are looking quite good for Andy. That Eastern Palace Monkey might get him back over to Kakariko in order to go to Eastern. But yeah, this is quite a haul for Hookshot Cave.
I really don't see that Eastern Small pushing him there, though. You know, like maybe that's true. Maybe we'll get Eastern Big here and a bow. What do you think? Look, if that happens, that's going to be the biggest plot armor swing in the history of plot armor swings this early in a race.
True.
We are going to get to see the dark mountain entrances. This looks to be TR top. We saw a small key to GT on Andy's side. Okay, so this is just like TR has ported itself over to a slightly different area on the mountain.
All right, Andy looks like he's gonna go kind of finish up the rest of the stuff that he had left behind early. This is gonna be quite good because he will get his mirror and some more knowledge about some more Desert Palace connectors. The Jamo's kind of already been over here, so he'll just kind of get the stuff that wasn't very interesting, maybe outside of GT Small Key. Yeah, Andy is like, ooh, glad I came back, because he was definitely here the first time and decided to leave.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. But right now we
getting
have
it done.
Yeah. So okay, if you're Andy, right, when you had the hammer sequence broken out, we had found GT before. Would you consider going back now to do right side? Or is it left side?
It's mega out of logic. So like the hammer locking the hook shot, it's just too, it just makes everything left side, you know, including the bonkable checks, you know, out of logic. So I mean, yeah, go where there's a lot of items, but I'm not stressing about that one just yet if I'm Andy. We did find Swamp Palace there, so that's good news. Once we have found the dam, I am a little concerned here for Jamo.
Oh my gosh, this Dead Rock.
That Dead Rock was doing his absolute best or worst, whichever you want to call it, but he is going to get his sword at minimum. So this will be good. Hey, you mentioned Pod Clearmouse. That's up here at the Hera entrance. We are headed in on Andy's side. So there's the sword. Let's see if Jamo can hover this. I know he went for it a little while ago. Looks like he is setting up for it. He's making his way downtown. I think he's going to get it.
Yeah.
Let's go. Let's go.
Very well done, Jamo. All right, gotten the hammer. That is, of course, the other big haul. What did Andy get? He got something good in Pod Shooter. I was not looking.
Did he?
Oh, I don't know. Maybe.
Now, this is Jamo's probably, if he messes this hover up again, he may feel a little bad, but I'm going to tell you, he's actually simultaneous doing things the right way at the same time. Clip it. I'm here for it.
Oh, that's what I mistook this. Nice small key to this dungeon on Andy's side.
And an ice rod.
Ice rod. Wow. Wow.
So,
where's your
like I said, Jamo may not be feeling the best about this right now, but this is the one if you if you want to miss a chest, given what we've seen on Andy's side, from our perspective, that's the one you want to miss.
Yeah. And he doesn't know that for the record, but everyone knows there's nothing in the impossible chest anyway for hovering. And he already got a sequence broke hammer, which is already pretty big. Right, so
I'd be ecstatic.
Yeah. Yeah, but Andy finding, I was actually wondering what he wants to do here. In Pod, it's certainly one to shoot a room, and we've seen Andy do a very nice sequence break over to Pod right side, saving some good amount of time. Finding a small key of this dungeon on the bullet side and an ice rod. We have more in the keys to kind of go to the back. Looks great. Oh no.
All right, here we go. We're going. Oh, another Hyrule Castle small for Andy. We're going to go visit Frederick. Going to give him a little bop on the forehead. Don't worry. He's okay. He'll be back. But that's $5. So not a really good item.
That was not worth it whatsoever.
Andy gets a Master Sword here in Palace of Darkness. Little extra offensive power. Going to be able to hit enemies a little harder. Bop them on the forehead. Frederick could take a bigger beating.
Yeah.
Andy goes to visit.
I was gonna say, well, with that Hyrule Castle small key, 3 small keys total, we can actually put Frederick in logic. I should not pay attention to if that Hyrule Castle small key was actually in logic, but having 3 of them does make Frederick logically accessible. And of course, 1 more means that the rest of Hyrule Castle is also available as well.
Andy gonna get these 6 key locked items, and that's the big key to Pod.
Is there a bow in here? We're gonna find a bow, and then we're just gonna beat
this man remembering to run back to this chest to get 3 bombs.
I feel like he's maybe played this game once or twice. Although it looks like Jamo's gonna try to get his first Triforce piece. We are back in Hera with the big key, with a weapon. Not only the hammer, as you mentioned before, that's nice to have. We have a sword as well.
Yeah, I like this play from Jamo because, obviously we're going to fight Moldorm with the hammer, but because it's faster. But this is in logic, since bonkable plus the big key, all that good stuff. So very, very heads up play. I think a lot of times you may want to push off doing dungeons or beating dungeons until you absolutely need to or can do them quickly, but we may find our next piece of progression. That's a Swamp Small. 1 item on the boss, yet to come.
That's right. Yeah. Yeah, pretty nice find, honestly, for Jamo. You can never have too many pod keys, swamp keys. I did see in this case, right, he purposely hit the switch before going upstairs just in case maybe something went wrong and he used a little bit of a health refill. So I think that was actually a very nice heads up play just in case something catastrophic happens, because we really don't want to come back here.
We don't. We really don't. Nice fight there from Jamo. Got to take down Moldor. I'm going to get Triforce piece numero uno. And a small key. That is to GT.
Ooh, that's a lot of GT keys we're getting.
Might need a lot of them today. There's 8 of them bad boys just floating around. All right, so GT's got the green pendant. We're going to have to potentially turn that in. Saha here going to give another key to GT.
Yeah, I was gonna say, another GT small key. We're really racking them up. Now, as you mentioned, there are 8 of them total floating around. So we do need a lot of keys to kind of maneuver away to get everything in Ganon's Tower. At least 2 to climb.
Ooh, Paradox here.
Paradox is a really good find as well. 7 items in the bottom and top combined. Plus more connector.
Visit here from Jamo, a boomerang find in the Paradox L&R chest. But we are going to go to Dark Cross. This is 0 keys. Logically,
and with the lamp,
whatever.
right? And with the lamp, this is completely put in logic, right? And this is generated a PSA on the doors branch. So there's no such thing as advanced logic. You do need the lamp in order to actually put this thing in logic. No fire rush shenanigans.
We did see a big key and a small key to Skull Woods, as well as Swamp. Love to see those.
Okay, that was Crystal 3 that Jamo picked up in Dark Cross. 2 crystals in our possession. 2 more to potentially open GT. And we find the back of Skull Woods.
Yeah, Andy had gone through this earlier. This kind of stinks because like you're not going to be able to go back in rather, but we are going to get to mirror, and I guess we're going to run around and Jamo maybe checking this connector. Okay, so Andy popped out.
Nice Paradox connector.
On the mountain. Are they all together? Like, is that what's really happening?
I missed the other one, but I think the other one was maybe not useful. So, or maybe he was already on the mountain. So I think
he must have gone back out. He went back out mid. So that is looks like that dark connector up top in the woods is going to be the DM Descent Cave, and Jamo are going to follow that, and that's going to be a dead end because it's popping us out here on Graveyard Ledge.
Yeah, it doesn't really look like so far. I was gonna say that we have had. Hello, sorry, that alert scared me.
Yo, man, Dodo, with the gifted sub to the community, appreciate you so much. It doesn't even tell me who got it. What is this, Twitch? It looks like Code Monkey got it. You know, enjoy the emotes. As you were saying, Clearmouse, I'm sorry.
Oh no, all good, all good. I was actually just wondering, where is this pearl, by the way? You know, we've got the hammer. That was out of logic, granted, so we're probably gonna need that hook shot at some point. We do know, though, that both mitts are in logic, thanks to both gloves being in Eastern Palace. So we should have Fusion Marco active by now, if we can have the pearl.
Yeah, we could. We are gonna mirror here. This is not gonna be a beneficial item. You know, Anna, thank you for the tier 1 sub. Appreciate you.
Yeah. I was gonna say at this health level though, especially with the mirror, I think Jamo, given all of his Dead Rock and Spiral Cave and maybe Ice Rod Cave area experience, we will not complain about having another, let's say, 5th heart to our name.
Absolutely not. We won't complain at all. So Andy looks to be going into GT, as you mentioned earlier. Maybe he goes to Eastern. I was gonna say, given what we've seen, you know, Andy has found things. You know, Jamo got those big old mitts and the first glove in Eastern, but those really haven't led to anything that's like really hurting Andy at this point. Granted, he has some places he is going to have to revisit, so I think it's overall a net time loss for him on this. But that being said, you know, still very close and a whole lot left up in the air on this.
Yeah. I think the point that you brought up was quite good, in that the glove lock locations haven't really, I would say, like really helped Jamo just in terms of getting more items or more access to anything like that. But the fact that Andy has to maybe go back to those entrances to go explore. The 20 rupee cave, Andy, I think, kind of already figured that out with the old man, so we don't have to go visit that again. But the 50 rupee cave, though, I don't think Andy has seen what that is, so you'll have to probably go back to that one. And that's going to be really where the inefficiency comes.
Yeah, for sure. Andy getting a Skullwoods small key. Meanwhile, Jamo going to be mimic clipping.
Jamo just does everything, apparently. Jamo does mimic clipping. Yeah, he mimic clips, he hovers. I mean, this is a powerhouse here.
And he did the mimic clip unbuffered. That is what we love to see. All right, so Jamo going to be getting all of his goodies, including that pod key and ice rod, here in Palace of Darkness. Andy to Rando Room with this key. Gonna dive in deeper. 4 items, $20. Some health and a key. That's gonna be to Meyer.
Okay, there's a lot of Meyer small keys, which is pretty good. If that might be some pretty good incentive to go into Meyer. We do have, I think people mentioned earlier, we couldn't even do Meyer 2 to even make progress because we didn't have a weapon. However, now we've got the boots to get in, we have a sword, we have a hammer, we have Meyer big and 3 Meyer smalls. Now, I don't know if that's maybe meaning more you should try and hold out to see if you can get a Samaria or something in order to maybe go beat the dungeon. However, Meyer's pretty convenient, so maybe we can just kind of go there. That is crystal 6. I think between Andy and Jamo, we picked up 4 crystals, so if we can kind of find our way up to GT, maybe that's an entrance that's accessible now.
I think that's the 5th one we've seen overall.
I think Jamo, okay.
I think Jamo actually has 4 already.
Wow.
Andy gonna get $20 here in the pre-Ice Armos chest. This is gonna be an interesting fight. He's got sword beam, so this should be decent, I would say. This is probably the fastest way to do this given his current loadout. Jamo about to get his pod big, gonna get that detour right on back to where he came in.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, I'm kind of entering pod with a very similar amount of loadout that Jamo came in versus Andy, so no real advantage probably given to Jamo by slightly delaying pod, as in no bow, no extra small key, so we can't really get another Trekkers piece out of this. Yeah, but as you kind of mentioned before, I think Andy was probably a bit more careful about keeping his health because sword beams are, I mean, given what we have in terms of weaponry, is going to be the best option we have. So you really want to be very nice quick kill on
Andy. Very pog about that.
very well timed.
That's a decent amount of time saved in that particular fight. Ice small as well as an Eastern big.
Oh, that is
that going to be the piece that pushes him to get both? Nope.
What?
He's like, I'm out of here, brother. I'm going to back of escape.
We are gonna do the Zelda. We're committing to the whole thing. Maybe, question mark. But I mean, Eastern big, Eastern small. We just need a bow. Where is this bow?
There's Andy's 4th crystal. And
our 4th bottle, apparently, according to Andy's tracker.
That's a lot of bottles.
Okay, we are actually here in the back of escape. Andy has spent a key. I guess he is going to keep this.
All right, is this the Eastern? It's not. Oh, wait, it might be. He's going to the right save and quit.
Yeah, we're in Sank, so Sank is going to
chest turn from Jamo. And he's going.
This looks like Eastern. No, never mind. I thought it was
getting debated.
Eastern is further south, unfortunately, not here. This is Iron Castle. Okay. Oh, okay. This makes sense. Yeah,
we're gonna see what the right side exit is gonna be. This could just be maybe different Dark World access. With the mirror, I'm a little more like, do we bunny walk, you know? Oh, okay, this is a decent spot. I was about to say we already had a way to get to this area from the north. I was thinking we could mirror and actually get to this entrance as well as K45. Could be logical with, you know, everything we've seen. Of course, that one, as we just saw, is absolute garbage. We do not want that. Andy doing a massive think there. Maybe it looks like he has a little bit of heartburn or something along those lines. Glue on Tunes with the resub. Thank you so much for the 10 months.
Yeah, you make an excellent point though, because our only other Dark World Connect that was kind of viable in this area was from Bumper Cave, and you know, logically, it doesn't have to mean, you know, conveniently. It would have been quite the trek in order to bunny walk all the way from up there. So it was very kind of the game to give us another connector over.
And speaking of bunny walking, you know, we had to go through Super Bunny Cave. Right. If we want to get back up there.
That's a great point. Yes.
And mirror to the Light World entrance. So it's going to be a long visit whenever you go there, just for one entrance that you have no idea what it's going to end up being. Looks like Andy is going to be making the Hera play now. Going to be able to finish that up. He'll probably do the basements as well as the climb.
Yeah, Andy coming back here with the lamp and the Hera big key. It looks like we're going to skip Hera basement, at least for the time being. I don't know if we necessarily want to make that investment quite yet. With Master Sword, I don't really think it'll make too big of a difference in terms of equipment because, you know, kind of seeing on Andy's Y item, he does have the hammer out as well. Presumably he's going to use that to go fight, so.
Looks like both the entrances on the dark side of the mountain on the west side, not going to be of any major value. Jamo going to be doing those all here in one visit, and he'll not have to come back once he has a Moon Pearl. He'll know these are not anything he needs to actually do. A little bit of hesitation thinking about, do I go back into Paradox right there, or do I go somewhere else?
The answer is yes. If he goes through any of the Paradox connectors, he'll just end up in the very similar location. So he doesn't know that, but he will find that out. Okay, looks like actually Andy gonna go and just do the old reliable sword spins. Pretty nice.
I wouldn't call them reliable, honestly, but you know, we'll go with that.
Do you think they're more or less reliable than the hammer hit? Because the hammer is pretty bad too.
Okay, you're not wrong.
But that's piece number 1 for Andy. So the scoreboard is tied at this point. We have found a good number of other dungeons. However, that being said, we don't really have an ability to finish said other dungeons. This is good. So we might be a ways off from piece number 2. However, one thing I think people have also kind of pointed out about this particular mode is that the first maybe 2 or 3 pieces kind of trickle in. Maybe you'll get the first one.
Somebody needs to teach. Jamo knows how to hover. He knows how to mimic clip unbuffered. He's playing he's using optimal dash lines, but someone needs to teach my man where that pit is, like where the invisible bridge is.
Oh. What do you think? Do you think we should just have something that always lights up the invisible floors? I know that if you play doors, if you play like door rando, all of the tiles I think are lit up. Maybe Hookshot Cave isn't?
I don't think Hookshot Cave is. I think it's just... Yeah. I think it's just the dungeon one, like the GT stuff, which I still think is nice if you find it early, but it also feels kind of poopy. But this is Jamo's play into GT. It depends on the dungeon tile set, is what Jim's saying in chat, and Telethar confirming. I'll trust their opinion on that.
Yeah, I think they played a lot more doors then.
All right, so Andy gonna be headed into Mire.
Ooh,
Is the greed gonna work out? Are we gonna find a bow in here, Clearmouse?
Are we gonna find a bow? Are we gonna find Samari in here? That would be a pretty big find.
Oh,
we can actually just go be the boss. I've seen Andy run every mode I think available since 2017, spoiler included. This equipment, while maybe not the most desirable, in order to go beat Vitreous, I believe is very much doable for Andy.
Oh, absolutely. He's got a master sword and good old reliable B
Right.
where you just like spam that B button. I think I could teach my 4-year-old to kill Viddy with that loadout.
Perfect. I'm ready. Can I also sign up for these weapons? Oh, look at that grade paying off. We have a nice flute with the myth that Andy currently does not have yet. By the way, that green pendant that Jamo match us in GT. That is all GT key lock, but that is going to be another item available for Jamo to turn in.
Indeed.
Wow. So really good finds on both Andy and Jamo's side. Fortunately, no speed tech available for Andy. It does not have the fire rust. We're going to light these torches one by one by pushing all of the blocks.
Setting up the bomb jump here. Gets it done for his 10 arrows. You know, we gotta make that exciting while we wait for Andy to move the wall.
That's right. 17 seconds for the cutscene to run. All right, just a heart container. Nothing to really write home about. Although, granted, if we somehow will have the fortune to face Vitreous on our single trip into Mire, no one will complain about that other heart container.
That flute that Andy got, that's like.
That is all
locked.
Yeah, that is all Mire small key locked. What, 5 or something like that? 6. 3 floating ones plus 3 pots, I think.
We're using a key here. We're going to Fishbone.
Looks great. I don't know if I've seen people come this way for a Fishbone. So always really good to see some new routing done. Oh, that's the cadence of Mario. Oh my gosh.
Bro is falling out his chair.
Oh my gosh, dude. Did I say fortune that we can face Vitreous on our first go? Is that what I said?
I was thinking maybe we found the bow here and, you know, the plot armor thickens. But a cane is just nice. It's going to be, you know, what do you call it? A Triforce piece.
Yeah, it is. That's right. It does not right now seemingly give us what maybe we're all kind of hoping that Andy will go do, which is Eastern at some point to go get both of his gloves. And a bow certainly would have really pushed him over there because he has a small key, he has a big key, and we don't really kind of care about the big key chest. We're probably just a lot of other checks. We're probably okay just leaving that one, coming back for it later.
So Telethar in chat making, you know, a good point here that the bridge hover is actually pretty huge here just because of what he's got to check. And then if he gets this like first try, he's going to save a decent chunk of time, not having to go all the way back to the left side and go through the portals, so to speak. But single arrow there in, the Moon Pearl Clearmouse.
Oh my gosh, that is a Andy has made some really good decisions here.
So hear me out.
I'm listening.
That's good, but is it bad? He's going to go to Dark World with this. He knows there's connectors available, and he's going to leave his mitts and his glove behind. So now he's going to be relying entirely on connectors to get his Dark World access. Meanwhile, Jamo, once he goes into Mire, is going to have normal Dark World access and even quick Dark World access via the save and quit Kakariko, and then just use the mitts route.
That's very true. That's very true. There is going to be maybe a little bit of variation depending on if and when that bow shows up. I think the moment the bow shows up, Andy's going to go to Easter. That's my hot take.
Probably. Looks like we are diving Skull Woods here on Jamo's side, going for Triforce piece number 2. 1 out of 4, if you want to call it that, considering, you know, fractions and reducing them. And I think that would just confuse everyone, though, if we did that.
Do math on the stream, Daaanty.
I did that the other night.
Tell me about this.
It confused Worf a little bit when I brought that up. I'm glad it somewhat confused you too.
I am not known for doing math. That's my co-com's job. So I'm glad that you're here.
My math is always not good, but we do have an item coming here on this Gibdo. And it is a small key, but it's not to Skullwoods. It is to Thieves Town.
Okay. Can't really complain too much about this. We did find Thieves Town. I believe that was the very first entrance we found. because it was right next to the sanctuary start point. I think it's Smith House or something like that. And so yeah, one more small key would mean another piece that we can get. Now, granted, Thieves Town is one of the like longer dungeons that you have to go do. You know, it's not kind of like in this case you were watching like Skullwoods for Jamo. You just kind of literally go to the back, you know, and you're probably there in like a minute or so. Thieves Town, you gotta do the whole thing, right? Probably 3 or 4 minutes.
I can't. I'm like tensing up watching both of these fights at the same time.
I'm trying.
Andy gets it done, and so does Jamo.
Whoa.
Clutching it out. You love to see it. 3 bombs for Andy, a small key to Castle Tower for Jamo, and each of them gonna get a different Triforce piece, bringing the count to 2 at the same time. We're still tied on the scoreboard. That was tense. But now the question's going to be, is Jamo headed to Meyer? It looks like he is, question mark.
Yeah, there's nothing really over here that he hasn't really checked. Unless it's going to be Meyer. And he doesn't have the flute that Andy's activating right now because it wasn't Meyer. So yeah, it looks like this is going to be Jamo's venture trip, and he will not know that he will be able to finish this dungeon, but he's going to find Samaria and Fishbone, and then we're going to go beat it.
Yeah, I have faith. See, if he gets this this flute, he's also going to be able. I know, you know, Giga key locked as we were saying, but he is going to also be able to check the Meyer area out. Andy gonna be utilizing the connector. I think in his shoes, this is a good play, just because he's gonna be able to, 1, get to Dark World, but 2, we're gonna do two birds, 1 stone by checking the Light World Bumper Cave entrance.
Oh, right. You mentioned that very early on in the broadcast. That's right, that there is 1 extra entrance that is available to us once we get the mirror, and they have this. So this is very nice thinking on Andy's side. You know, we didn't have the pearl early when he already did the mirror lock locations, which was K45 and race game entrance. What a terrible location for.
Wow, the potion shop.
Yeah, it's not great. Oh, looks like Andy's gonna maybe buy a potion. Thinking. Honestly, I think this is actually probably pretty pragmatic. If you know, when are we gonna go find the mushroom? We may never find the mushroom, and we may not ever come back here unless we kind of need to. So may as well stock up, just in case. This could be potentially a Master Source Overlist seed. We don't know that.
Could be. Chat asking, was mushroom in Eastern? The answer to that may surprise you. It's yes. It was. So another time Andy may have to come back through there. So Eastern burning him maybe tentatively again.
I thought mushroom was in Meyer's shed, but I could be wrong.
Oh wait, well that it looks like Eastern. Give me a break.
Well, right, because it was green. That
I don't
is
remember
like,
where that was. Oh hey, it's right here.
It's right here.
He
Andy
is literally gonna be mad. Watch this face here.
Yes.
Get
Very
your Andy
understandable.
Beans emotes in chat here.
I was just there. Jamo trying to get the pixel. All right, we got it first try. That's exactly what it was like.
The giga chew of the beans.
Yeah, wow.
You know what I'm seeing here? I guess we'll see it a different way. Clearmouse, I don't see that cane. I don't see that cane yet on Jamo's side. Is this Moon Pearl gonna pull him away?
Ooh,
I don't think it is, but will it?
He does have a small key to get to open this door, so I can certainly still see him going to Fishbone.
All right, Andy getting another. Why are you getting this? That's 5.
Is it 5? Okay, maybe Andy lost.
He just realized that that's why he was shaking his head. He's like, "This is why am I doing this?" All right, we are running back. We're not mirroring. This is indicating to me we are going to Fishbone. So this is good for Jamo. All right, we find Waterfall Fairy. That's going to be 3 bombs and $1.
Yeah, very.
I'm excited
not.
for Noma, like for that. Sure.
If we were maybe in the first, let's say, 5-ish minutes of the seed, I think I would be pretty excited to get any number of bombs. But I think at this point, when I think we were overflowing upwards like 1,000 rupees or something like that, and a lot of bombs. I think we're kind of less overwhelmed with this.
Very heads up play here from Jamo. As he exits this room, he hit that crystal switch to prep for the back of this this dungeon.
Yeah, there's really only one item from Jamo's perspective, of course, right? That it's like, okay, if I find Kane, I guess we're gonna beat this. Anything else, we're just leaving, right? And then of course it happens to be Kane of Maria, and yeah, Jamo's gonna take an early lead on the scoreboard.
And honestly, like Jamo, once he gets to Dark World, is gonna be in a good spot. He's gonna be getting not just 3 here, but potentially 4 going into Ice Palace. Andy not heading in there just yet. No glove, kind of maybe deterring. I'm an idiot. We don't have Bombos or Fire Rod. We have a lamp. I just figured we could pour the lamp.
We need a super lamp, like in Link Between Worlds. Maybe that'll get us to Ice Palace.
Progressive lamp, as it were.
Yes, exactly. Yeah, I'm kind of curious to see where some of these things that we would like to have kind of show up. One in particular, I'm very curious about that hookshot. Because right now that hookshot is very much locking the hammer that both of them I think have been using quite liberally. But until that hookshot shows up, I'm quite not sure where things are supposed to be. We did find the lamp, and at some point I would like to also see where the bow shows up as well. We also haven't found any amount of Turtle Rock stuff, have we?
I mean, well, according to their trackers, we have 3 TR keys between.
Oh, sorry, I meant entrances.
We did find. Jamo found 2 of them. They are on the mountain, the Dark Mountain over on East Dark Death Mountain. The upper and the big chest entrance are available to us. Speaking of big, that's a big key to Turtle Rock there on Stumpy.
Okay, so this is going to be pretty nice to have. We're all just missing is a Fire Rod in order to go beat Trinix for another piece. However, we have the Cane, we have a bunch of TR small keys, we have the TR big key. We can maneuver quite a ways within Turtle Rock itself.
Jamo utilizing Old Reliable, has a pretty quick Vidi fight overall. Nicely done.
Yeah, and piece number 3 in the bag for Jamo. Only 5 more to go. Yeah, as you mentioned before, right? Yeah,
we're sitting an hour in, and honestly, the biggest Castle Tower, the biggest piece of, I guess, like turmoil from this is trying to figure out, like, is the Eastern play going to be what wins Jamo this race? Right now that's given him a pretty hefty, I would say, advantage, which has been huge. Another desert small there for Andy. Andy yet to go into Eastern to get his 2 gloves in the same dungeon.
That's right. Yeah, I think it really does kind of depend on when either bow shows up. Like I said, I think that if Andy gets a bow, he will. Eastern's going to be a fully clearable place for him. He's going to go get another piece, and then we'll probably be at even footing. But I think until then, you definitely made a very great observation before. Was that as we're seeing Jamo activate his flute, he's got his pearl from Meyer. He's got not only the hammer, but he's got both gloves. He can do a lot of stuff, including access Meyer as well, getting Darkwood faster. So all of these things are going to be like incremental time advantages for Jamo for sure.
Now I see a check mark on the tracker for Jamo. So when he gets in here, that means he's turned in that mushroom and he is going to see this item. It could be big. And it could, this is pure time save if it's big and Andy has to go back for it at a later point.
Yeah, and you bring up a good point of this, using the word if, because it's only 1 check. It's so long to get back to. Andy might have better things to go do. It is only a red rupee though, so at least we don't have to go do that. But yeah, the chance of people or Andy kind of going for a isolated 1 item check over other things potentially he can go do could be a pretty big ask.
To me, Eastern looks
number
of items, like going back to that looks more appealing, we'll say, than running back through that cave yet again. Small key to G here on Laser Bridge, which the entrance to that was right side up a higher.
Yeah. Yeah, no fire rod yet. Nice tempered though. I was gonna say that is quite red, but it wasn't maybe the red we're looking for. So we can't actually go beat Trenix quite yet. However, looks like Andy's gonna get his cane out. We're gonna go and traverse Turtle Rock backwards a bit. Don't know how far he wants to go, but he does have 3 Turtle Rock small keys. And so we can actually go pretty far. I don't know if he wants to save one for Trinex, or just maybe spend them all and just wait for another one to come in.
Jamo thinking about that library is like, do I do it? Like,
yeah.
I think I
even
got
menued. Yeah, even menued to make sure that he has enough crystals for GT.
Massive a shield for Andy.
Only 3 more to go to put that button in logic. 2 more, excuse me.
I was about to say the Giga mirror shield would be beneficial.
Oh, I guess we also have a cape. That's maybe also the other thing.
Nice. It's the shields. It's the shields.
No, I fully understand. Okay, desert back. So mirroring here was a probably, it looks like it's gonna be a requirement in order to get back here.
That's a CT small.
Yeah, we're not really happy to see that.
No, that's beans.
Okay, Battle Magic Bat unfortunately turned into mushroom, so we can't actually fake powder. Probably for the better, honestly.
Andy getting 10 arrows and out of keys, so we are not getting any further. There's 2 more items left in that back of desert. 1 on the boss and 1 under 1 more pot. But Andy trying to set up for what I believe might be pixel perfect. I think, nope, he's fine. It's not pixel perfect.
Yeah, looks good. Yeah, kind of mirroring on Pyramid is somewhat underrated in terms of where you're actually mirroring to and from. It's because you can actually save a good amount of time if you know where to mirror. Not only for us from like mirror bonking and stuff, but just so you don't have to climb up and down the stairs and all the other tedious stuff that you have to go do. So.
Speaking of tedious things, it looks like we're headed to Catfish along this route.
Yeah, assuming we don't get carried away from any other connector.
We might get carried away.
Yeah, we looks like we're not gonna go visit Catfish quite yet.
I mean, the likelihood he gets spit out of somewhere he can't get back into is small, but it could be GT. Oh, this is
a good connector.
Yeah, he's gonna be able to get a couple entrances this way. Okay, so we saw brothers.
Okay. Oh, did we see the other brother side?
Yeah, that's at Hype Cave in Dark World. So.
Oh, nice. Okay.
Always a barrel full of laughs.
Okay, I think it was Jamo who maybe found Mimic Cape earlier. I could also have Seed Bleed if we have already.
Have we seen that? I don't think we've seen that, but we very much could have. Maybe it's down here. I didn't mark it on my entrance tracker, but you know, I am clearly perfect at tracking entrances when we commentate these.
Yes. I think I remember seeing it on Jamo's side very briefly, but it seems like maybe Andy had also gotten there earlier. I assume he would have checked it if he already was there. Okay, and getting popped up a higher castle. We're gonna go visit Castle Tower the second time. Andy's got Tempered Sword, so at least something to make things go a little faster.
All right, where was this Aga Tower?
Bomb shop.
Bomb shop. All right.
These are the 2 very commonly seen checks in Castle Tower. Another 5/6.
That is the other 5/6. Yeah, but we have not seen the bomb shop per my notes.
Right, we have not seen the inside of the bomb shop. We've only seen the outside of the bomb
Correct,
shop.
yeah. Good clarification.
Oh, yes. Oh, right, Mimic Cape. Okay, this is where it was at one of the Paradox connectors, and Andy took that. That's right. Okay. So we didn't actually care about that entrance anymore.
Okay, yeah, I did miss that earlier. But we are headed to the pod area. That first ferry entrance is a bunch of garbo.
Not interesting at all. Just finding more and more shops.
Jamo's going to Catfish, though. Like,
yeah,
Andy abandoned this. It's dead to him, probably.
Yeah, probably just like Potion Shop, Mushroom Turn-In. This is going to be very difficult for Andy to get back to if there's something big here. Because, you know, as you mentioned, right, we got to kind of whisk away. Oh, look, we have the other pendant. How many pendants do we have?
Between the 2 runners, we got 3 of them.
That's true. Right, the last pendant was in the map chest of GT. So...
That's a pod small.
Key. Ooh.
With a bow now, we could beat that.
Yeah, that's actually probably pretty good value for Jamo. Now there are other pod keys floating around, 2 other ones, so it's not like Andy can't get that one, but
Oh yeah.
you'd rather have 1 key than no keys in my possession.
And this is how Jamo, like, wanting to go to Dark World, this is how he's going to save time over Andy whenever he saves and quits or mirrors, is just he is going to be able to just go straight into Dark World this way. I'm a little, I guess I'm not as shocked given logic. Okay.
We found the bomb shop, apparently.
We're going to the bomb shop.
What a okay, it's not the worst location for to find where the bomb shop is for pod. You just kind of walk out with it. You know, again, maybe not the worst thing, but it's not the
If this was how it was in the vanilla game, I don't think anybody ever would have got the silvers or the gold sword.
That's a great point.
Suddenly you beat pod, and once you full cleared it, it just turns into the bomb shop, or pod's just at, you know, your house in Dark World. Sure, we'll go with that.
Now, okay, if you're in Jamo's shoes, how eager are you to get to the Mire area?
That's what I was going to say a second ago.
Yeah. Okay.
I don't really think I want to go there because it's entrances. I want the knowledge, but it's not essential, and it's not essential because we know it's locked by whatever Mire number of keys it has, giga keys.
Oh, true.
Until he gets all the Mire keys, it's not technically in logic. It's just nice to have. But I mean, we do have, I think, maybe 1 or 2 connectors. I could be wrong. Still available. So there is the opportunity for, you know, a connector to the Mire area and putting it in logic that way.
True. Yeah, that's actually probably more worthwhile to try and go chase to see if we actually need it. But Jamo actually gonna go pick up the hearts as opposed to the 10 arrows in K45. I was like, what is he getting? He has a full quiver. Oh, I understand. He doesn't want to die.
Andy headed back into TR. I think we're going further to the front from the back.
Yeah, it looks like it. We've already checked out Crystal Roller, which in regular key sanity for cross keys, that's probably kind of where your stopping point is, just because you don't really need anything beyond that. Now that being said, this is Keydrop. So Pokies will be able to drop things for you, both Poke 1 and Poke 2. You can get all the way to Chomps. So the TR keys are going to be potentially pretty valuable, depending on what we find back here.
Now, the other thing to consider, Andy has not seen the front entrance. So
true. I think we can make it all the way over there.
We can. Now, what's going to be good for him, if he uses all these keys, he'll be able to, I say good, I don't really know if I want to call it that, he would be able to see the big chest entrance as well. Smith chain initiated here for Jamo. Okay, so that's what I was thinking could happen. We do have a Mire area connector, so Andy's going to be here. This gets us a lot of entrances because we have desert as well. That's Quake Medallion. I don't think we need that today, but you never know. I didn't see what the Mire entry was.
Yeah, I was supposed to look at it as well. Oh, we got Hype Cave though. Already 5 items ready to go.
Surely it will be nothing in Hype Cave, except that big key to Skullwoods.
Okay, well, that could still be nothing because then now we can go back to Skullwoods.
Another Ice Maw.
Ice Palace. Yeah, but yeah, as you mentioned before, Jamo is doing the Smith sequence, which is something that, again, Andy cannot do without either glove, which is just kind of sitting pretty in Eastern.
Yeah, and this is kind of a thing for people who don't really play rando. When you see, people gain time on runners. So like Andy's doing these mirror transitions, and those mirror transitions aren't super fast, but they're also not super long. They add up over time, and Andy's having to mirror multiple times here. Whereas Jamo is just going to be able to lift the rock up. And it is Quake to get into Mire, so I guess we're going to be doing that soon. Okay, this is Mimic Cave.
And we have Mimic Cave. Good thing we have the hammer. I wonder if this point Andy is wondering where those gloves are. Because he doesn't have any...
Or the hook shot.
Or the hook shot. That's right.
This would be a wild seed to watch. Like, if Jamo didn't nail that hover to get... So if Jamo had... mitts, but Andy's got hammer. It would be interesting to see how they would have to play differently between the two of them. Oh my god, Blind's Hut's here too.
Yeah, we had Hype It and Blind's Hut in the Mire area. Another swamp key. Castle. Another
Well
desert
then.
key. Okay, is that? Oh, we still need desert big. It looks like.
Yeah, we don't have big.
Yeah. Yeah, but I'm kind of curious to see.
Nothing.
Right. I mean, okay, it's so there's some potential usage, right, for extra ice keys, extra desert keys, and get us like incrementally more checks. But right now, we don't have a fire rod or bombos, as you mentioned. We're gonna get into Ice Palace. We have a big key to do deserts.
Chess game.
Chess game. There are a lot of items here in the Maya area. I guess this is where all the item caves were, because I think between Andy and Jam, we have seen probably every single house / shop before all this. Yeah, but I'm pretty curious to see what the Smith turn-in will be, because again, this is something this is almost exclusively available to Jamo only. Anything that's Smith locked. Ice Palace location as well is also Myth locked. Now that being said, though, we haven't really seen things that are glove / mislock that have benefited Jamo in terms of getting him more progression, right? It's just right now it's just kind of like a time gain right now.
Well, there's the other armor, so now they're both on blue mail. This Smith, though, on Jamo's side, he is visiting everywhere.
He's got purple mail as well, and that's like a combination of blue and red, so he's like, giga mailed up. He's not worried whatsoever.
All right, so now after that massive pit stop at Buc-ee's of the Buc-ee's of Hyrule, we've gotten all the goodies that we found in the shops, and now we're headed to TR to go to the front, maybe.
We stocked up on all of the snacks and drinks that we could possibly want for our road trip, and here we are actually going, back on the highway.
All right, 300. Andy is gonna burn the key, but is he going to go all the way to the front? Because then he'll have to find at least one more key to finish this dungeon. That's the Cane of Burna. Nice to have. Doesn't really need it, though. Already has a cape.
Yeah. Oh, that's right. So that Burna reminded me of Spike Cave, which is something that only Jamo can do.
Okay,
because
so
he has the glove.
We lost the Smith. Why did we lose the Smith? Oh, is it because the old man connector?
Oh, did he go into that connector?
I believe so.
Oh, that is okay. Yeah, that is unfortunate. It sounds like you lose the old man even if you've rescued him.
Yeah, it looks like it will. Even if you've rescued him, Andy's not happy about it, but he's doing this. This is gonna put him where he can get that big chest. Oh, an additional sword in the back.
Okay. Not necessarily going to be heartbreaking for Andy if he never gets that sword. He might, honestly.
I mean, he'll probably get it unless he's in, go mode as he exits. But he's going to pop out on the mountain here, and then he'll be able to go into TR Big. This will be one more item for him. But unless it's Fire Rod or Bow, I don't really see a benefit here for him. That is all 3 pendants, though, for Jamo. That's a small key. It's the GT.
GT.
Andy looks like, bro, what?
Ooh,
like, you made me do all this for that? Like, what am I doing here?
Yeah, and more importantly, you mentioned, right, he burned all of his TR small keys. So if he wants to beat Trinex as a Triforce piece, we are gonna have to go find one more Turtle Rock small key.
All right, so Andy's damaging down. We are save scumming. I think he's going to be going to right side desert with this play. Going to get the save and continue here. That way he can slam that reset button. Oh, he's got Jerry.
That's where you are we committing? We are no longer committing.
Are we? We're not committing it. Okay, he's done.
Committing.
He's done.
He already has started out with how many hearts to try and death warp, to cut down his health. That was like 7 hearts worth of time or something, and then he needs to do another 7 hearts. That's a lot of time commitment.
All right, outside desert left. This is our entrance up way up top here.
Andy can't pick up the rock for Hookshot Cave entrance.
Incredible. Was that Quake?
That was Ether. So cannot do that entrance quite yet.
We are opening
GT makes sense.
Yeah, I'm honestly really suspicious of Smith Chain now. We've seen everything that Mitts really can do except Rule of Humbug, which no flippers. So we can't go into Ice Palace with that just yet. So Smith Chain really looking good.
Yeah, and there are things that we just haven't found. You know, Andy like went over to my area. We found like 20 items worth of stuff, but nothing actually that will open up anything. Like, we don't have fire rod. We don't have a hook shot. We haven't found the dam yet. That's also something else. We don't have the flippers, as you mentioned. We need like one more thing in order to kind of really help us open up the seed at 1 hour and 20 in. Now, thinking back to maybe what we can do, can we go back to... We have Samaria now? Can we do right side GT?
We could. It's out of logic, but the one thing that probably is not in is in logic is going to be... my brain just died. The tile room.
Yeah. Tile room. Under what circumstances would convince you to climb, Daaanty?
What would convince me to
Climb GT. Climb GT without a bow, and you just mimic clip through, because there are 5 items upstairs.
So what, like, Telethar's asking in chat, what would we find? We found Uncle. We have not found the well, Clearmouse. I think the well is behind GT.
Oh, right. So... by the way, we're going to get a pedestal check on Jamo's side. We do not have enough GT keys to put the green pennant in logic. However, here we are.
All right, here we go. Ped chat. Your favorite thing, especially if you come from Speed Gaming's channels. But it's just a shield.
One more shield to get mirror shields. I'm so excited. Thank you, Jamo. Speaking of green pendant, that's out of logic. We have not turned that in on Jamo's side either, so that's going to be something else. Very good mirror location for Jamo as well. It's very difficult to not mirror block there.
So Jamo going to be dropping into this entrance. We've been over here on both player sides, but we've not been able to get here thanks to No Moon Pro. This is the well.
Oh, this is the well. Oh, okay. What's behind GT?
That's a good question.
We've already seen magic bats.
Small key here. This is the Thieves Town.
Oh, that's good.
That's do we go to I think we go back to Thieves Town, Clearmouse. We've got the big.
Yeah.
We've got 2 smalls now. If I'm Jamo, I'm beating Thieves. Like,
yeah. Yeah, we can get a piece, and we can get all basically the back of Thieves Town as well. Andy's gonna save time at the expense of pet content.
Save time? Oh, okay. I was about to say, yeah, what are we saving time? I was like, bro is losing time all together without them gloves.
He has not, you know, okay, this is going to be the true test, because Andy's going to get his Thieves Town small key, and so he's going to have, you know, the same number of keys as Jamo. Will he remember that he cannot lift the rock when he goes to the basement?
Maybe. It's been a while. What's going to be interesting now, though, is will Andy find, I guess this maybe should be a prediction, and I'm not running it, but is there a possibility that Andy could hit go mode before finding like his glove?
Maybe. I mean, it's very possible. Okay. Oh, speaking of which, here we go. Okay, this is gonna be the value of fake powdering because we couldn't turn to the mushroom.
Are we about to get something?
I don't know, dude.
Okay, it's just $1.
All right, that made up for the lack of pedestal check. So
all right,
both Jamo and
deeper into Thieves Town. Piece of heart in the attic. The attic bombs open. Deeper we go. Andy can't get no glove. No, you're right, Telethar. What I'm saying is, would he be able to get his Eastern package to make it where gloves are his go mode? I guess is what I should say. If Bo is go mode, I think Andy is sunk, though. Like, by far. But we do have a lot of checks here in Thieves.
Yeah. So it looks like, we have, Andy had beaten Skull Blitz earlier, so they were tied up at 3 triforce pieces apiece. And Jamo had a little bit of an earlier head start to Thieves Town. We're gonna get all the items, minus the big chest.
That's another desert small. That right side desert play may have been something important. We're getting close on that key count.
Yeah, we definitely are. And the Desert Palace big key doesn't have to show up. And again, and this might be observational bias. Lambo may not be one of the more frequent bosses defeated in this mode, just because the requirements seem pretty high, because you need all 4 desert small keys plus the big key. And you know, if those of you who play CrossKeys regularly, or even not, right? Eastern Palace big key, Desert Palace big key, those are such common go mode items, so it just kind of gets more exacerbated in Keydrop.
So wait, what does Jamo? Wait.
What did he not do? Oh, this is 9 out of 10. Does he not get the hallway Pocky?
No, he did.
Oh,
He's fine. He's fine.
Oh, don't tell Thar and Jamo.
Oh, they're giving him.
They're just not doing mosaic. Yeah, they just don't. He didn't do mosaic, which.
Okay, I mean, sure. I wouldn't do it in this race. But
what if admins told you had to? For
then,
final. Would you still play?
I would play. I mean, I'm all for stupid handshake agreements like that.
True, very true.
It keeps this game that we play so competitively in perspective.
That's right.
Because sometimes it's not worth tryharding every last race you enter.
By the way, Andy did attempt to pick up the rock. However, he did realize momentarily that he does not have it.
Speaking of not tryharding, Andy just bleeding time there, you know, bopping away. And him not mirroring here, so he's going to be running back.
All right, looks like the Jamo's going to do... We'll see what Jamo decides to do with the big key chest, which is this one. Oh,
Andy did this. I feel like he would do this. He has plenty of keys.
Yeah, that's true. But I don't think he had any more keys? No, I don't think so. I don't think Jamo's seen any of the amount of stuff here in Turtle Rock. Like all the stuff that Andy did for Turtle Rock, it was Jamo had not done.
So I don't know. I'm really thinking Smith Chain may be our answer today. That may be what the 2 gloves really were for. The difference is going to be, I think Jamo is going to be headed to Smith Chain sooner rather than later, given, you know, how many things he has done and how many things he has left. Andy, on the other hand, if he were to go to Eastern now, he's going to be wanting to check a lot of rocks checks.
Yeah. I don't know how much. I guess I don't know if it's going to be metagaming or not, but when you pick up your gloves, that Eastern, especially Eastern Cannonball chest, and you think my opponent might have had this for, let's say, the last hour and a half plus, would you want to skip some of those locations where, you know, is this like, oh, if my opponent checked this earlier, something's here, then I don't think I have a chance to win this race anyway.
Maybe.
We'll see.
Maybe.
But yeah, right. Some of the big items though that we're still missing: hook shot, bow, the gloves, are fire rod. Really, anything to kind of help us be able to beat another dungeon.
I'll be real with you. Fire rod here would be huge because it may. How many keys we got for GT? 6. I don't think that's going to put right side here in logic, but it allows us to do it.
Need 7.
The downside of that though is it's going to put Andy thinking about Ice Palace. You know, because he'll actually have entry for it, and then he may. I wonder which one he would pick his poison on. Do you pick your poison on? And it's not, but do you pick your poison on doing Ice Palace if it's available, or do you go to Eastern? It's an awful call to have to make.
Yeah, we're gonna see that Andy is trying to sequence break out right side GT, which is really cool to see, honestly. He knows it's gonna be out of logic, as we're seeing, because we are expected to have fire rod here. We can't actually do it with the lamp only, which Andy hopefully is gonna demonstrate. You know what would help Andy right now? That fire shield that Jamo pulled off his head. Now, do you think that Andy would ever go back to do map chest in GT? Because we are back here with a bunch more keys, but it's still non-logic. But it is that green pendant.
The green pendant
Jamo
turn-in's kind of huge.
But again, we
again,
only have
8.
Yeah, exactly. We only have 6. It looks like between Jamo.
Does this have that dynamic key logic garbage? Like,
I don't think so.
I think. Are you sure? It's Doors branch, right?
Yeah. That's a good question. I don't know.
Hyrule Castle small. Like, do we go further into Hyrule Castle? No. Oh, that's the
he's not lucky. Oh no.
He's not happy.
Oh
it does
no.
not piss Zoltar.
Oh,
a
no.
shovel.
Dude, that's like probably one of the third or fourth time that Andy has just literally picked up the thing that he wanted 5 minutes before he actually found the thing. Mushroom. Now for potion shop turn in. This thing. What was the other one? There was another one over there somewhere.
So we're headed back in. Where, brother? Didn't you do this? I guess he has not done.
I don't know. I think that was Jamo.
Dark Cross. Jamo did Dark Cross, so he's gonna do this, and then he's gonna go deeper on, I guess, the base.
In Hyrule Castle. Yeah. So Boomerang Chests, I think, has been available. Boomerang Chest and Guard were available on 3 Hyrule Castle keys, which these guys have had for a while. Now the unfortunate part is though that Hyrule Castle Big Key has not shown up for anybody. So yeah, I mean, then now you're gonna have to isolate Zelda Cell a bit.
So I'm kind of taking stock of what do we have left? Like Spike Cave is at large, unless I've missed that. No one has found the dam.
That's right. The dam
Ocean
is
Shop
entrance.
has been found. So yeah. I think besides Smith, we haven't found Chicken Hut. So I think Chicken Hut and Smith are our last item caves with Spike Cave. So 3 item caves left, it appears to be.
How many more entrances do we even are available to us though?
So we do have that Skullwoods connector that would take us over to the Dark Shopping Mall. So the Ice Rod Cave area in Dark World.
Right. Okay, and there's
2 there.
I think we had popped out. Oh, you're right. Okay, we did pop out at one.
There's 1 there, excuse me, but it's bomb locked. So that's a Jamo only entrance. We're gonna call that for now.
Right, exactly.
Another ice mall.
Skull Small, okay. All right, Jamo coming back into Castle Tower with 2 keys. We've already seen Andy get the Dark Maze, the second chest, but we're gonna go visit our friend, the Archer dude, that Jamo will see in this case if we can get 1 more item out of him.
We could go Circle of Pots too.
Oh, you're right.
He's got 3.
Yeah, we're gonna go see our not friend too. Andy not getting anything out of Front Hyrule Castle. When are we gonna go back to Eastern? We're fluting. We're not. Now is not the time to go to Eastern. Where's our bow? We already know, by the way, that there is no bow in Eastern. At least that's not big key locked. Now, if there's a bow that's in Eastern big chest or like on the Dark Igor, I might lose it. I think that would be pretty dang hilarious. Because Jamo really doesn't want to go back to Eastern, right? Without the bow, because he's already been in there the fronts. Now, Andy, given that he's put up Eastern for the last hour and 30 minutes, really doesn't want to go to Eastern now without the bow, because why would you want to go there with only missing 1 item?
That compass gonna do
that
us
is Thieves Town compass. We're not picking it up, sadly.
This Thieves Town compass, perfect.
Yeah.
We're going to Eastern, chat.
Oh my gosh! All right. Get your clippers.
Is this where we just make Andy's camera as big as possible?
Yeah, exactly.
Do we swap the feeds here?
Can you do that?
I don't have the fast technology for this.
Oh, okay. All right. Here we go. Here we go. Let's see what Andy's reaction is.
Oh, he said fun again. He said fun.
Fun, right? Fun. Is this the time for a an in-game interview, Daaanty?
Yeah, let me click the knock button right now. Knock, knock, brother. Right side desert here on my side of your screen.
Right, okay. This is out of logic. Oh, never mind. It's in logic. We found a Lazarus Palace smoke key from somewhere on Jamo's side. It is nothing. 3 bombs and 10 arrows.
Oh, man.
Okay. You are Andy. You're here.
I'm Andy. God help me.
Now, okay, he doesn't know this, but there is a bright side. He has the big key coming in, so he can get 2 more checks that Jamo cannot. And right now, we're really, bereft of some very key items, important items.
All right,
like if we literally find a bow here, right? This can be very good for Andy. He won't know it because he's still probably reeling from the glove reaction.
Yes, clearly. All right, we're gonna do this for you guys. This.
Oh no.
That's a Hyrule Castle big.
Oh no.
Oh no, we missed what it's supposed to look. Okay,
oh no. Okay, all right, we got that.
He's not even going for the mitts. I did this for the mitts and we don't even get to see it. Okay, he is going. No, he's not. I'm so mad.
No. I think he got the Eastern small key.
Yeah, okay.
Oh no. What was in dark Igor?
It looked like it was exciting? Just like arrows. It was not exciting.
Okay. All right.
I don't know. I've made Andy too big.
Okay. No.
All
but
right.
we're good. We'll see the mitts now.
What do we got here?
Oh my god. Look at how much fun Andy is having.
Yo, he did say fun when he found those first ones.
That's right, exactly. I think he probably said fun 1 or 2 more times after that when he found mitts. Oh, it's so good. Oh. Okay, back to my original question. Daaanty, if you were Andy and you just found the mitts in Eastern, what would you go do first?
I don't know. Like, cry. I would go cry.
Chase the mislock locations now? Forget the actual glove lock location?
Yeah, I maybe I do Smith chain, like, because we're popping out. So, like, you can flute. Suddenly, this got really interesting.
It did.
Because like, the story for an hour and 35 minutes has been Jamo has both gloves. But it's led to nothing so far. Like, it's wild.
Yeah, and Jamo just hasn't been able to make any of the Mitslock stuff really work. I mean, it doesn't really seem like there's anything there. By the way, Jamo also going into Hyrule Castle without the big key. So he's going to be... So Zelda Cell is going to be a very similar position for both Andy and Jamo. Now, that being said, though, here we go. Andy's going to check right side desert. It looks like it's going to be a mislock location. That at the end of the day, whoever gets there first is going to make it. Jamo's going to do right side GT. Also sequence breaking without the fire rod. He's going to be so sad when he gets the Hyrule Castle big key. Although looking at his cam, I'm not quite sure what kind of reaction he would give once he finds the Hyrule Castle big key. So we'll just have to use our imagination. Maybe we can do a replay on Andy's cam or something.
I think he'll be deep in thought.
True. Pondering his next available move.
I need Andy's video editor to like take giga zoomed in.
Oh, dude, we need
him.
Exactly. We need that in emo form, and then we need someone to be able to gigantify that in Twitch chat. That was a hilarious reaction. Okay, we're going to the Smith. Where was this? Right, this was at Desert Ferry. Gina, that's right.
Yeah, so we're turning in Smith. Somehow, Andy is turning in the blacksmith before Jamo.
That's right. Now, Jamo, granted, he did try.
He tried, but the game screwed him.
Yes.
Just a piece of heart.
Okay.
So, oh man, like.
By the way, we also haven't found the book. So the book can also open up 2 more items.
I don't want to talk about the book. The book. No. Where's Tyler with his book kick W? Like, book W, dude. Like, get me out of here. We still don't have the hook shot for this hammer to be in logic.
That's true.
Like, I'm actually mad.
Like, where is anything? Yeah, okay. We have been searching for the hook shot, fire rod, flippers, bow for, I don't know, 40 minutes at this point, maybe longer.
Yeah, like, and Andy's gonna get purple chest. He is literally gonna do the entire Smith chain. I am stunned.
Before Jamo.
Is this? I guess is this the way to do this?
Is what way?
Like, wouldn't you just mirror and flute to 7 here? Like, he's done 40.
To do something else.
He's done 45. I guess he's gonna climb Aga Tower next too. Like, because that's right here.
Oh, mm-hmm. Okay, Jamo has finally made his way back in to Eastern Palace.
So I wonder if he's gonna do like go back into Hyrule Castle with that big, which seems to be potentially what he needs.
I mean, well, that's the thing that's actually in luck.
Oh,
and we finally have the fire rod.
I mean, now, no, I'm thinking we got a Hyrule Castle small. We got a Hyrule Castle small right side GT, right? So then now it like 100% like this big key to Hyrule Castle is important in my mind.
But we need one more GT small key, I think, because it's for GT right side.
Okay, true.
Logic.
Now Jamo's deep in thought.
Yeah, well, so I was gonna say the fire rod gives us Trinex, but we also need another TR small key, which both Jamo and Andy do not have.
I think Jamo has enough.
We have 3 keys. I thought we burned all of them. Is that?
Did he go out the front? Chat confirm. Did he go? I mean, he knew where the front was.
Maybe he didn't. Okay.
So maybe this is an Ice Palace play from Andy, because with the big and 5 keys, where did he get that big? Because that's on Hobo, because Jamo doesn't have that. We still don't have flippers.
Which is
what is
flippers?
This?
Where are our flippers? The dam insurance that we still haven't seen. I think you mentioned we didn't see Chicken Hut yet either. We have no bow, no hook shot. Where is our stuff? In Ice Palace? Are they all just in Ice Palace? Are we gonna find like 5, progressive items here in here?
This is a hot mess. Okay, that's a pod small.
We need one more to get big key chest. Well, I mean, logically, we can get it now because we have enough keys. Jamo got his. Oh, I think that's actually all 6, right? Because Jamo went to Catfish to go get his. To get a 6 pot key. So I think that's where all of them are now.
Okay. Well, there's our hook shot. Wow.
Hook shot. Amazing.
Getting Dip Ice Palace to go get your hammer. All right, so chat wants to know who's to blame for the seed. Jamo. Jamo is the one who pressed the buttons.
That's right.
So if that's something, you like to... Oh my god!
There's a bow.
Are we in just go mode here? Hang on. Pod's beatable. Eastern is beatable. Ice is beatable. That's 7. And TR, we're in go mode.
No, well, we need one more small key for Andy. Right?
Andy needs another TR small.
Yeah.
Incredible.
This is, but I think so. Assuming Jamo does through,
but Jamo's gonna hit
purple chest, right? Yeah, I think is gonna go, and he's gonna hit go mode.
Yeah, the clock is ticking for Andy because I'm assuming Jamo did not spend all of his keys. So, the plot armor's got to get real thick here, as in there has to be a TR key appearing in one of these chests. Because I see Jamo getting this and instantly going either to TR to beat it, or right to Ice Palace. And Ice Palace seems to be the better play.
Yeah, we can still go to TR and beat Trinex, right?
I mean, we could. I just don't see the point of doing it. It's basically for one item, whereas he doesn't have bow yet. And then coming to Ice, which is exactly what he is doing. So at this point, the clock is now ticking for Andy. He has, 30 or 40 seconds before Jamo takes, quote unquote, the lead back, if you want to call it that.
Yeah. And we can actually see what here is in Ice Palace, because Jamo, once he comes here, he's gonna just be go-moding everything, right?
Yeah.
I mean, after he finds the bow or something.
What a mess. An hour 43.
Well, I cannot believe. Yeah. Yeah, I think chat was kind of pointing out with there could be Desert Palace big key, TR big Swamp Palace. That is not helpful right now at this point. I think even if Swamp Palace were available,
that's not gonna be. It's too long.
Yeah. Yeah, because Jamo is he's gonna finish Ice Palace as 5 keys. So there's 5 pieces. Eastern is 6 with the bow, and Pod is 7 with the bow, and Trinex is gonna be 8. And then he's not gonna have to spend any of this extra time like what Andy's doing to check Ice Tea or any of the other checks before anything else.
Yeah. Rule of Fire, anyone? With that Bombos pickup. So yeah, chat also pointing out that the desert is available. So TR small or desert big, I think, has to show up for Andy, for him to stay in this.
Yeah. Ideally, well, I'm not even sure what ideally would be faster, if it's desert big key or TR small key.
Which item did Andy leave behind? Oh wait, never mind.
No. We're good. He didn't leave anything behind. Yeah,
because it gives you 2 items. Yeah, the counter goes up exactly. 2 on the boss.
Right. Yeah, we can have to see after the bow. Jamo didn't even check map chest. We're out of here.
Yeah, I don't blame him. I'm only checking the convenient things because silvers may show up, but he's in a really good spot. That is a small key. It is to Meyer. Not what he needs.
No.
So Andy, you can see he's sweating a little bit here, having lots of fun. We'll call it. You see, Jamo has now like caught up basically because he didn't do any of those long checks that Andy did.
All right, we're gonna beat Eastern. We have one. Well, we're not gonna get anything. We'll get 1 new item on Armos. Where we only have 1 Eastern Palace small key, so forget the big key chest. That is no longer of relevance to us. Yeah, so if this is gonna be a TR small key or Desert Palace big key, I mean, then Andy will maintain his his very marginal lead right now over Jamo.
Possibly, yes. All right, that is Ice Palace down for Jamo into Eastern, following in Andy's footsteps. Andy remembering does not have to kill the Igor again. What if that TR small is just in the Eastern Palace vanilla big key chest?
Dude, that would well, we may not be able to get a piece after that. That would be kind of sad. There are a lot of places that if we sequence things a little differently that we could have gone the first time, like Thieves Town big chest, right? We did right side GT first, Hyrule Castle, Zelda Cell. If we did Eastern, we dipped into Eastern the second or first time through.
All right, Armos fight now for Andy. Gonna be delivering 18 of these arrows unless he messes it up. But he is on.
Got the quick kill without the bow. All right, an ice Armos.
I mean, he did. All right, that is not a TR small, but it is another Triforce piece. That's gonna put him at 6. Jamo just a few rooms behind. Gonna be getting number 6 as well.
Okay, so I think maybe with 5 pod keys, Andy's gonna go and beat Helma for sure. Will he do big key chest? I assume yes. After Helma, I'm not sure if there are any other good locations for him to go to that are like considered to be fast.
Where is bro going?
I assume pod.
Pod is up on the mountain.
Pod? Okay, we're not going to pod.
Huh? Is there a dungeon I missed?
We can't do swamp. Are we going to desert? Where's desert?
Oh, well. Oh, he knows that this is a TR key, but he can't get it because he doesn't have flippers.
Oh no! Wait, does he know it's a TR key? He knows a small key.
I'm not a TR. Right? He knows it's a small key. Sorry, he knows it could be a TR key.
Yeah.
So this is where
no flippers.
It swings right now. This is the pendulum moment where even if he finds it, I do think this is now Jamo's race to lose.
So where's Jamo going then?
That's also a good question. I guess he's gonna go to the TR is up on. Andy should have continued his route because oh wait, he can't do TR. Ignore me. But Jamo's going to TR.
Oh, okay, right, okay. This is just that's right. It was at Hyrule Castle, whatever. North, east, whatever. It's here after Mirrored Pyramid.
Yeah, see, what would have had to happen, Andy could have Ancilla fake flippered there, but
with the bow and the
but he
bombs.
just beat Armos, so the value's not there, so he'd have to drown bombs quickly, and I don't think that's a good spot to do that at. Now,
can you spam lamp? Is that an option to delete your Ancilla?
I do not know. Oh, fake flipper doesn't let you mirror. Yes, that is absolutely right, according to Telethar. I forgot about that part altogether. So Andy is doing a water walk here. That's why he went to Skull Woods. He was arming this. So now he's going to be able to dash over, assuming he doesn't get hit or mess this up. And he will be able to mirror now because he'll be in a standing, walking state. But I kind of hope this is a TR key just for the laughs. But Trinex is blowing up on...
It's a swamp key, unfortunately.
Heat of the moment. I just forgot, you know?
Yeah.
The fake flipper and don't work like that.
I mean, Andy forgot
4. Now we can go to Uncle.
Yeah, I was just saying, why couldn't this be a seed where Ganon is behind CT, huh? We found all of them. It's always the seeds that you don't want to see the Castle Tower keys for.
That's right. It is going to be a flipperless seed unless they show up on the final boss in pod. But
it was so close. I mean, not really to be in, like, to not have any gloves, but it was...
Honestly, I am and I'm not surprised. Like, given how it played out, I'm not surprised that it's as close as it is. If you told me that Andy was going to go an hour 35 with no gloves compared to Jamo having 2 gloves, and it was going to be this close, I would be glued to my computer monitor wanting to know how that was possible. And now we know.
And you know, it seems like it turns out that it wasn't ultimately the gloves that had hurt Andy. It was the decision to, like, right now we're in TR small key go mode.
Yeah.
And it was one of those moments where you just see Andy really think about it, the decision, because he knew that if he used all of them to get a TR front, then he is going to have to go find another TR small key. Now, granted, I don't think it was a bad proposition because there are 6 total TR keys out there. And so they usually kind of show up. But in this particular case, they're unfortunately nowhere to be found.
I mean, it could just be on Helma.
It could.
And Andy does have enough keys where, you know, he could go and do vanilla big key chest after. There is that opportunity.
Yeah.
Again, I mean, we'll be just a little too late.
There might be some regrets though if Helma actually had dropped a TR small key. Because the whole trip to Lake Hylia Island also at the end it was a non-trivial amount of time. Now granted, there could have been other things that maybe could have also been, you know, like a time save. We don't have to necessarily only focus on the very last thing that he did.
Right.
Nice fight though on Andy's side for Helma. Yeah, but Jamo, this is going to be piece number 7 for Andy, but Jamo is closing it. This is a... Oh, okay. Better for worse is an Ice Palace small key.
I really like that. I always look to the auto tracker when that happens.
Oh, true.
Because it shows up there before the text box, and I want to know. But Jamo into the Helma fight. Gets the mask off. And that's going to do it. That's going to be Triforce piece number 8. And then Jamo is going to be on his way to Ganon.
Ganon is just at the well, I believe. So, going to be a pretty quick trip over for Jamo, whether he flutes or saves and quits or whatever. Probably looks like he's going to be fluting. Yeah, and when he found Gold Sword in the back of desert. No silvers to be found. We already had enough trouble finding the one bow. I guess Ganon will tell us where the other bow is. Fine, that's my guess.
Yeah. All right, Jamo entering the Ganon fight. With that gold sword, just going to be 6 slashes for phase 1, 6 slashes for phase 2, or these dash pokes. We are into phase 2 with those circle of fire bats floating around. Watch out for them. They can do a massive amount of damage while you're on red mail. I promise I'm not joking. Yeah, look at that. 2 whole hearts, 2 entire hearts. But phase 3, we're through the scary fire bat phase.
Right.
Will Andy find a TR small before Jamo finishes? It's going to be close. If a TR small's in one of these chests. Big if. Where did they just say silvers were?
Oh no, I missed it.
Saha is what is incredible.
Jamo had the opportunity to turn that in.
No TR small here. That is plot armor is crumbled away. Jamo into phase 4, getting these spins in, spin to win. And Desert Pig's still an option, but unfortunately not going to be enough. Even if it shows up here in Spike Cave, where Andy is now. Jamo with multiple hits in, I think just maybe 1 or 2 to go. And that is it. Jamo gonna take the W here. Get with his sword up in the air. Get your GGs in chat for Jamo.
Yeah, big congratulations. What a roller coaster of a race we had. All right, looks like Andy has seen that Jamo is finished. Big GGs to Andy. Honestly, if it weren't for that Turok small key, despite Andy getting myths at an hour, what, 40?
Yeah.
Yeah, he was in a great position to take the victory.
Pretty wild. All right, so we got just a little bit here. Jamo in the race room said he's gonna step away for just a minute, but we'll be back. I think Andy's gonna come give us a chat as well. We'll ask about Carball and see if we can actually, let's see if the restream of that happens. Like, if they fire it up, we'll go in. So while we wait, looking ahead, Jamo now going to be playing Trey Spire. And looks like the other side of the bracket is Wall Kicks versus Telethar. And then GFE waiting there in losers finals for one of them. Andy looks like he is headed over to this area to check this entrance. Baby Hookshot Cave.
Yeah, I'm kind of curious to see where these Turtle Rock Smokies are. I mean, throughout
Did Jamo do the rock on the Dark Mountain?
Jamo maybe did not. Andy checked it. It was just a shop, I think, or something useless.
Okay.
Yeah, because that was one of the things that he did before Turtle Rock Front for Roller Room. Okay, we're gonna do Ice Palace entry. That is mid-slot.
I don't think we saw that actual entrance either.
Yeah.
Yeah, Hotel Mario. Andy's like, yeah, where's this key? Is this beatable only?
Yeah, I don't know, maybe.
Andy, mirror. Mirror. Andy, mirror. GG's.
Yo, Andy, GG's. Jamo.
And Jamo, GG's, both of you.
Hello, GG's.
Yo, GG, Andy.
So I have a question for you guys. Who do you think did Smith Chain first? Or successfully turned into Smith first?
Oh, me, I bet. Even though I literally last located both of the gloves.
Oh, you did, yeah. When I dipped that Eastern immediately, I was like, dang, I wonder if he skips that. Because
Oh yeah, it didn't really
Yeah.
hurt me that bad. Like,
yeah,
it left a couple entrances kind of isolated, but it
okay,
really.
so what time did you get the Moon Pearl? I gotta know that.
Oh, like 50.
Andy
Okay.
actually
Yeah,
got
like
I full cleared Mire my first dip in because I had
same,
enough small
same,
keys.
Same. It was 58 minutes for me when I got it.
Yeah, it was maybe, I think I entered Mire at like the 50-minute mark.
Yeah. So I fucked up because I guess I knew the old man cave was there, but I didn't mark it. I think I forgot to mark it. So I didn't want to go back because it was like a long way back. So I even did like left side GT first before going back to Meyer. But yeah, I mean, it wasn't that bad. Like, it was very nice to full clear it. Like, I was thinking maybe if you get there earlier, you miss the cane or the flute. But I guess you did the same thing. Like, I found it with no.
I didn't have boots yet, so I couldn't get in when I first found it.
For me, it was no weapon. I found it with no weapon.
Oh, okay. I think I had a sword already when I found it initially.
Yeah, I got a sword a little bit after. I forget where, but yeah, it was that, and then the fire rod, of course. But I guess so. Did you almost last locate the fire rod as well?
I did that like almost immediately after mitts because I had so little left.
Oh, so it was like only just getting mitts there. I see.
Yeah.
Yeah. So for me, I had the mitts like right away, but then it was like, well, I mean, I was super late to the pro as you were as well. But then when I'm finally like doing my dark world loop and I get the smith, then I find Old Man Rescue on
Oh god.
like, walking around with the smith. So yeah, I got rid of the smith. I forgot that could happen. Like I was gonna like combo with Meyer area, right? But I decided to walk to Pyramid first and continue the loop, and then didn't go back there for a very long time.
Oh man.
So yeah, I was getting down to such bad checks. Like I went back to Eastern with no bow. I did what else did I do? I climbed CT, I did Pearl Castle Basement, I did right side GT, which I didn't really want to do because it's locked by Fire Rod, which locks 2 of my dungeons, but I still did it because Tile Room was in Logic.
Yeah, that's how I felt when I did it. I was like, just give me a bow, dude. Let me single dip Eastern.
Oh wait, so the other bow was on Saha. Did you get that?
No, that was on the climb.
Wait, what?
It was in a map check.
Hold on.
Yeah.
Wait, where was the other bow?
Yeah, so no, it was wait, no, map chest. Yeah, Andy, you skipped that because you didn't have one key that Jamo did have.
Map chest was the
yeah.
London? Is that what it was?
Yeah, and so
nice.
that's why Andy couldn't turn that in, and then I guess like Jamo, you just never.
Yeah, honestly, I probably
where was Saha?
It was on Mountain.
Yeah, it was
I kind of forgot about it.
East
like,
Old Man Cave.
I don't know if I ever walked past it, but like it was. I should have done it before some of the other stuff I did. Yeah, I kind of forgot to do Saha, so I wasn't happy to see the other bow was there.
Yeah, that would have been nice. Then oh man, yeah, if I had one more GT small, I even thought about doing it after Ice Armos, but I didn't want to. I think maybe I didn't have enough small keys. I don't remember.
I think you were out at that point, and then you got the one that Jamo had shortly after.
Yeah, that sounds right.
But then, so you ended up in go mode minus TR small.
Yeah, because I had only found Laser Bridge, and so I took that and exited left to Meyer area, and I was like, oh, that's cool. And then cleared all of TR, and at that point, like I was gonna save and quit, and I was like, well, I haven't found any of these other TR entrances yet, so let's just
Well, you're doing this without mitts, yeah, because I knew those like early, those TR entrances there because of having mitts. Like I checked those as money.
I found that out of Desert Left to like Sky Island, but I had Mirror at that point, so I went and checked West Death Mountain instead, because I hadn't done that yet. So yeah, I was like, I mean, I didn't have the big key or Fire Rod or anything, so I was still a bunch of checks away from TR, so I was like, we'll just use it. There's 3 more TR smalls out there, so surely I'll find one, right?
Actually, I don't even remember where TRBK was. I had that a long time ago.
Stumpy had that.
Oh, okay.
Andy, did you check Lake Hylia Island, like the entrance there? I don't think either one of you have.
I did not.
I did. It was Chicken Hut, and it had Crystal, I think.
Oh, okay, that was Chicken Hut. All right.
Yeah. When I save and quit Old Man, the only thing I had to do over there was that, so I just did that there.
Yeah, there's really not a lot. I'm trying to think what's left. I guess something's on.
I have Catfish. Climb. There's GT Climb. I have Thieves Big. I have 2 things upstairs in Castle Tower.
Castle Tower is dead.
Skull Big Chest is available.
Did not do
yeah, I think that's it.
Wow. I was trying to figure out where the dam is.
It has to be TR entrance. I don't have any entrances left.
Okay.
Oh, you did all the others? Okay. Yeah,
I did the last couple after you finished while I was waiting.
Yeah, I had some random entrances left, but like they weren't very high value at that point. Because although my checks were also getting terrible, so I was gonna have to start hunting entrances soon for like dam for checks, I guess. But
yeah.
But did you get flippers or no?
No.
Okay, yeah.
So like Swamp was also like really not part of that. At a certain point, I stopped checking entrances because I was like, all right, I'm like one small key, finding the flippers, finding the hook shot still, and finding the dam away. So
yeah, there's no point like searching for dam when it looks like it's gonna be behind Glenwood probably.
Yeah, but then I was like, okay, well my checks are bad and the dam's 2 checks, so let's start looking again.
Yeah. So there was no TR small in ice then.
No, I full cleared ice.
Yeah, basically fire rod into bow and ice was my go mode, and then I had like go
that
mode
would have been my go
engines.
mode.
Yeah. Yeah,
So,
when I did like TR West back to the Pokey, right? But I was like, I'm gonna save a key for sure because I know where TR front is, and I don't want to lock myself out of beating TR.
Yep.
And then when I was in go mode, I was like, yeah, thank God I did that because I haven't found another small key.
Yeah, see, I was just like, once I pulled the hookshot bow, I was just like, fuck.
Yeah. I mean, kind of same for me because I was like, oh my God, the purple chest, like, it's a bad check, but I was like, did super bad stuff before that.
now the biggest question on everybody's mind is, does this mean we get the Carball Showdown?
Yeah, of course. I have to see if I even have it installed though. I haven't played in a while.
I'll see if Catfish has my key.
No, it does not. It's a pod small.
Oh, gross. Okay.
Also, you must have hovered the hammer, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I had some execution shambles this seed. I failed I hovered that. At least I got the important thing, but I didn't get whatever was in the last chest.
You left $5.
Like $20 or something.
Okay, good.
So I found all of that before I found the boots. So I like took the Elder connector there, and then saw Sick Kid, saw Hookshot Cave, like saw all that stuff. I was like, oh, that's cool. And then I got the boots and a bottle like immediately after. I was like, well, guess we're going back.
Yeah. But then I also could not walk through Hookshot Cave. I kept falling in the hole, and I died there when I wanted to go through the connection. That was the most embarrassing thing I've ever done. It's never hard to walk through that until, I'm like 4 hearts.
Don't worry, Anthony didn't call any attention to it.
I did not say this man hovers mimic clips perfectly. Someone teach him where the hole is.
I was hoping you guys were looking away for that one.
That's pretty funny.
That was sad. I also failed the hover on the big key in Spectacle Rock, but then got it shortly after.
Oh, I got that.
You
normally
find the other side first.
Yeah.
Yeah. I've been good at hovering recently, but I was a little nervous. Hands are a little shaky. That's my excuse.
These guys, this was like I said this near the end, but if somebody told me that one runner was not going to get both gloves that the other one had for an hour and a half, that it was going to be this close, I would need to know how it happened. But I'm finally glad I got to see something like that happen because it was pretty wild, all things considered.
Yeah, I guess I got super bailed out by that. I mean, I usually just insta-dip Eastern in this mode because unless I'm like just a small key away from beating it or something, it's too hard to hold off for it.
Yeah, if it was any farther away from Sank Save and Quit, I'd be like, sure, let's do Eastern. But because it was just right there, I was like, I'll do it later. And then
but then
I just ended up getting
that,
so much stuff, and I was like, well, we're never going back to Eastern.
Whenever you say that, it's like you end up putting it off for an hour.
So
and
then
a half.
at a certain point, I was just like, I only need a bow, and I can go beat Eastern, so we're not going in there.
Yeah, you can get closer. I guess we both had extra Eastern dip because I went back in anyway while searching for the fire rod.
Yeah.
But having those mitts would have helped my efficiency, obviously.
Oh man. But yeah, GG's. You are legally required to win this tournament now. I don't make the rules.
Yeah, that'll be tough, but I'll try.
Yeah, Jamo, you're going to be playing Trey Spire next, and then the winner of that will play winner of Telethar and Wall Kicks. And then GFV's going to be waiting probably a little while longer. So.
Yeah.
But yeah, GG's guys. Thanks for the race, and congrats, Jamo, and good run, Andy.
Yeah, it was solid. I can't complain too much. Yeah, I don't know. I was like so 50-50 on that TR small key spends because it was still pretty early.
It was an Andy Beans moment. I think Emo even called it out. So
yeah, that one feels really bad. It always sucks when it's like early on and it's like so likely you'll get a key.
Oh hey, I found my dam access in Skullwood's big chest.
Oh, cool. that must be Ether we're about to see on the screen.
Yeah.
Oh, it's Ether for dam on TR entrance.
Yep.
Amazing.
Where are my other? Oh, there's one right there. All right, we're just gonna go peep the dam, see if my Turtle Rock small key's there.
It's probably in swamp.
All three of them are just in swamp.
All three are on left side, by the way.
Yeah.
Well, where are the swamp smalls even? Because I only have 3 swamp smalls.
I have 5.
Oh.
I forgot where
there's one like Hylia Island.
Yeah, one was on Hylia Island. I did ice into Eastern, and then I was like, oh yeah, we'll just do Hylia Island right after, forgetting. I'd been like talking to myself about flippers so much.
You have
that
flippers,
I just like
Andy?
No, I don't.
Okay.
But I had been talking to myself so much about flippers that I just like thought I had them, and so I just like went and jumped in the water and it didn't work. I was like, so then I just ran back to Skullwoods and water walked it, and then was just sad when it wasn't a Turtle Rock small.
Wow. There was a water walk entrance like right above that, right? But could you save a portal there and use that?
I don't know.
Like I used that to go to Zora.
I don't know if I've ever tried to water walk into a portal and like see if it kept the state.
Yeah, probably should, right? But that was it was like I started cave right there, so I was like, okay, I'll just jump down and go straight to Zora.
Oh yeah, that would have been smart.
Yeah, that was.
I didn't have boots when I did all that, so.
Oh yeah,
I couldn't. Yeah.
Oh, Jump says the portal kills water walk. Okay, never mind. I guess you had to go to Skullwoods to get that one then.
Wow, the dam is here.
Andy's calling this out like right before we see it. I'm excited for this.
Yeah, excited for those 10 arrows.
10 arrows, and then you having to flute to 7 for probably nothing and being confused.
Yep. Maybe it'll be my flippers.
You're just trying to see how much time you lose off of spending that TR small. Like 20 minutes at this point.
It's the flippers!
Oh my god.
Wow. All right. I don't know how much longer I want to keep this
garbage going.
Fetch quest going.
Yeah.
Dude, me double dipping me going into Castle Tower with no smalls, and then going back in with one that I had found after like, I took like bumper ledge that spit me out back at Brother, and I was like, oh, I got one Castle Tower small key since then. Let's just go back in, I guess, since I don't have gloves yet. And getting the second good crystal, and then finding Big Bomb at Pod. I was like, wow, this is a long...
I did Big Bomb as well. Yeah.
That $20 was so worth it though.
Yeah. I mean, that felt terrible because entrances were already so bad at that point for me. But it's like,
yep.
All my options sucked. Or no, I guess at that point I was still looking for Hype Cave and Blind's Hut, but they were both just in my area. So.
Yep. Yeah, man. Imagine if I had those mitts already. That would have been crazy.
Yeah.
My God.
The reaction was really good. Admittedly.
I could not believe that there wasn't a glove in Hype Cave and Blind's house. I was like flabbergasted finding those.
Yeah, I mean, I was expecting to find at least like a fire rod or a bow in those two, so I was also upset with.
Yeah, dude. Dude, immediately when glove popped in Cannonball chest, I was like, oh shit.
Yeah, sure. Oh no.
And then I just like lost my shit when I got the other one.
Yeah, like not even locked by Big Key or something.
Yeah, not even locked by anything else. I could have had both of them, and I was just cackling.
Oh, nice Swamp Big. Okay.
Yep.
Perfect.
Pretty much has to be some TR keys in there. Like,
oh no! There's the Eastern small key.
Oh no!
Now we can logically be Eastern.
Yeah.
So there's Eastern Big Key chest, Zelda Cell, Thieves Town Big Chest. These are all TR locations.
Doing Thieves Town and then finding the third small key right after, and then doing Hyrule Castle and finding the Hyrule Castle Big Key right after. It was like so. Yeah. I was just like, you had to be fucking kidding me.
Yeah. I forgot both of those were out of logic. I think.
Maybe I don't. After a while, I just like couldn't keep track of what I had gotten that was hookshot locked.
It's so hard to keep track of logic in this mode. Like I was pretty lost even before the Pearl. I was trying to remember what's still locked. But at the end there, I was trying to at least keep track of what's like fire rod or bow locked, because there's no way I want to do stuff that's fire rod or bow locked, right?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, also I wanted to ask, where was Spike Cave? Because I think I saw it and forgot to mark it. And
that was Paradox mid door.
Paradox mid.
Over like to the bottom right of East.
Yeah, bottom right EDM.
Oh shit. Yeah. I knew I saw that, and like there was a lot on my mind at that point, so I knew I forgot it. I was trying to scrub my VOD even, but it's like so hard to find something like that.
Yeah, when you're like popping in and out in like a second, it's so tough to...
Yeah, there's no way you can like search for it. So I was very worried that I was just gonna lose off of that location, but...
I think that was also like $20.
Yeah, lucky me. It's just a time save then.
Dude, are you kidding me?
Well, we're not going to get it in two chests that he's opening.
Yeah. Powder.
Also,
Don't worry. We checked powder. We checked powder already.
Checked, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, did you pick powder?
Yeah. I got the powder when I went to check Cackwell.
I see. Like, I already had mitts, right? So, like, when I was doing North Light World, I got the mushroom from King's Tomb, like, on my way to check, like, Flute 2, like, Potion Shop.
Oh,
yeah. Oh, that's perfect. I can just turn it in immediately.
I mean, that would have been nice. I went through Super Bunny Cave like 4 different times, I think.
I think it was only 2 for me. Or maybe 3, I forget.
Well, I guess you're just never getting the TR small, because this will be your 8.
Yeah, that's true.
Well,
I'm gonna find this TR small.
Oh no.
My life depends on it. Please just be right here. I don't want to play this video game anymore.
It could be Desert Big too. That could be, yeah.
No, it's not here either.
Maybe Ganon has it.
Oh yeah, maybe. Dude, I bet like books at the top of GT and 2 of them are on tablets or something.
So you did you climb or no?
No.
Okay, yeah.
What's
There was-
behind the climb?
Thief.
Lost
Okay,
Woods.
Lost
Drop
Woods,
down,
okay.
so one check, yeah. Yeah, there was no reason to climb because like my 2 dungeons are locked by bow, so I'm gonna do those 2 dungeons before I climb.
Right.
Yeah. If so, when I was gonna check the back of Skullwood's drop down, and if that was Thief and Cackwell was at Pyramid, I was gonna climb regardless, but it wasn't. So climb was basically just off the table.
Yeah, that was awkward for me because I found that connector as
I
either
found it.
Pearl.
Yep, same.
Oh, okay, yeah. I did a lot of connectors at that point because I was thinking like it might just be connectors for mountain access or something for Moon Pearl.
Yeah, both of you did a lot of the same things early on. The only divergence for a good while was the Eastern
myth.
play.
Yeah.
Yeah.
God, that was still so funny. I could not believe it. I was expecting Eastern to just have hook shot. That was like what I wanted.
Yeah. I mean, that would kind of make sense. I'll tell you, Andy, you're gonna get a clip where we swapped your game feed with your face.
Oh,
And it was when
so
you got
good.
the mitts. So
God, I literally fucking head desked after I got the mitts.
Yeah, I definitely knew that was possibly a note for me. Felt great getting those. I also thought maybe you would have gotten your pro from Meyer early and missed the flute and cane, so I thought that might be really good, but
I found the book.
Oh no. Oh no.
The breadcrumb trail continues. All right, well, if it's not here, I'm not doing anything else. We'll do the tablets, and I'm
we
out
got
of here.
just a little bit left.
Because let's see, I'm not going back to Thieves Big. And then after that it's just the climb. So
we'll never know where 3 TR smalls are hiding. There's still Zelda's Cell, right?
oh yeah, and Zelda Cell.
Eastern Big Key Chests.
Oh yep, Eastern Big Key Chest.
We're not going there.
Nope.
Did you do Pod Big Key Chest?
Yeah, I had 5 when I went to go beat it. It was
Okay, I did too, but I was go mode. Or no, I had 6, but
Yeah, you went to Catfish. That was the 6th.
Oh.
I was like, wait, this is the way to
Catfish,
tablet.
yeah.
It is definitely the way to Bombus tablet.
Yeah, we're doing it the fun way.
Mm-hmm.
Oh god. All right. All 3 on the climb probably.
Incredible.
Wow.
All right, well.
Good content.
Yep.
GG's.
GG's, guys.
What a seed. I can't believe that TR small burned me so bad.
Yeah. What a seed.
I can. Oh man. Well, again, thanks for racing, guys, and GG's.
Yeah, GG's. My tournament life is end for another week and a half until league starts, I guess.
Yeah, I was gonna say,
You
best
got a
of luck
little
in
while
league.
longer. We
Oh,
can
wait,
get
no,
the crack
it's like-
in.
It's like a month, right?
It's like mid-February, I think,
Yeah.
yeah. I thought I finally got to race you, Andy. I think we kind of just missed each other. I actually used to speedrun Link to the Past in like 2011, 2012.
Oh god.
I think you started like soon after that, probably, right?
Yeah, April 2012 is when I
Oh,
learned
really?
it.
Wow. I must have literally quit the game like just before you started playing.
That's crazy. Imagine coming back to this shit game 10 years later.
I know. But yeah, I got into Rando, got me back into it.
Perfect.
Yeah, it's not too. There aren't too many rando players that played A Link to the Past before I did, in a speedrun sense. So that's kind of crazy.
Yeah,
It's like
I was on
Christos.
keyboard on
and-
emulator. Yeah, I remember racing
same.
Christos on Speedrun Live.
I got a 132 on keyboard and then switched to Wii VC, I think.
Oh
Is that
my
the meta
god.
at the time? I had a 132. Yeah, I had a 132 as well, which was pretty good for the time on emulator on keyboard. but I didn't grind further than that.
That wasn't the meta at the time. I was a poor college kid and I had a Wii already.
That's a good meta.
That's
if
what
I
that
do
was.
say so.
A jailbroken Wii is still like one of the best like retro gaming things to have. You can do anything on that bad boy.
You can fit so many retro games on this bad boy right here.
Smacks the roof of that Wii. Oh god.
Oh man.
All right, well,
we're gonna kill it off here.
Yeah, GG's. Who are you raiding, Daaanty? Where are we going?
I don't know. You tell me. I was gonna just kill it, but I can send a raid in solidarity.
Let's see. Oh, let's raid Daaanty. Let's go, dude.
Oh no.
Willard is streaming. I'll raid Willard. But yeah, thanks for coming, guys. I appreciate y'all as always.
No, thank you so much. It's a lot of fun.
Yep. Thank you guys for the restream.
Good luck in League.
Thank you guys.
Everybody here involved. I think everyone's joining League, maybe.
Yeah.
Okay.
Dude, I'm so excited for our Team Pugs bonding at a NASCAR race.
Heck yeah. It's gonna be worth it. As the league begins.
Speaking of, okay, if you're gonna drag me to a NASCAR race, Rocket League just announced a major in Raleigh at the end of June, so I'm gonna drag your ass to that.
All right, I'll go. If you come up, I'll go. Let's do it.
Let's do it. All right, I'll catch you guys later.
Cool.
All right. Y'all have a good one. Clearmouse, thank you so much for commentating over all this.
Yeah, no, this was great. Thank you so much for the invite, Daaanty. Always fun to be here. And yeah, big GG's, Jamo. Best of luck in the next round.
Yep, thanks. GG.
GG. All right, that's gonna do it for us. Go say hey to Willard, and we'll see you guys next time.